The movie, like, I can't praise it enough, but I knew that there, like, even when I was watching the film, there had to be something that I think would have set specific audience members. Like, I remember really being like, I don't know if this is, but I know there's discussion.
We have it's such a good conversation to have though. Like, there's so much to say.
Yeah, I agree.
There's so much to say, and it's been so interesting
to watch the online discourse.
To like, well, I would say there's not even been that much that I can see.
Really?
Like, it has been near universal appraisal, except for like, Armin White, obviously. And then like, he's the contrarian, like right-wing National Review critic. Guy that hates everything except Zack Snyder and The Godfather, basically.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime there's a movie that everybody loves, Armin White will write a review about why it's the worst thing in the world. Like, he's one of the only guys.
He's just a loser.
Yeah. He's one of the only guys that ever gave a negative review of Paddington 2.
Oh,
yeah.
This guy.
Donkey made a video about him.
Yeah.
Because he's such a troll. Like,
okay.
he's that famous among like people. Like, he's like a household name for being a fucking troll, like, of a movie critic.
That's crazy.
But he is a honest to God film, like, he's in the New York Film Critics Society. And David Sims has talked about him on Blank Check and been like, yeah, he's a colleague, and that's all I'll say. He's not allowed to talk shit about him because like it would be unprofessional. But
that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Fucking wild.
I don't care for him.
Armin famously is a huge piece of shit. But the thing is, like, you can tell he's a really smart, intelligent, like, well-read critic who like knows his stuff, and that's why people call him a troll, because they're like, he's doing this on purpose. He has to be. Because you can't actually walk out of a Zack Snyder movie and be like, that's cinema. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen. No one's making movies like this.
No. You can do that when you're like 16.
Yeah. I did that at 300 too, and I walked out and I was like, that was my first rated R movie in the theater, and I was just like, oh my God.
Did I tell you what my first rated R movie was in theaters?
I don't remember if we've talked about it.
It was Crank.
Oh wait, that does sound familiar.
Yeah,
I think we have talked about
me and Haley's first date.
Damn.
It was Crank. Oh no, it was Apocalypto. I'm so sorry. It was Apocalypto.
That's worse. That's way worse, because at least Crank is funny.
Yeah.
That's worse.
Yeah, I know. I don't like Mel Gibson, but I did enjoy Apocalypto.
Yeah, but that movie's brutal.
Yeah, I know. Well, do you not know me? Do you not know me? I love that movie. I don't like Mel Gibson.
My first date movie with Kourtney was Transformers, the first one. I was hyped for it.
Recently showed my son Transformers.
Wow.
Because
Did he cry when Jazz got killed at the
We never made it that far.
Okay.
Because he can't hold attention.
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult.
Well, that movie's perfect for people like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we didn't make it.
That's it.
Yeah. Sorry, we've been taking him to Universal and shit, and so like he's all about Transformers. He fucking loves himself. Yeah. Hey, fucking salute. There you go.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, that's smooth.
That was good.
That is good. It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I can see how you can throw back a lot of that.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty watered
almost
down.
Like water.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'll drink that. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Sorry.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah,
I was hoping this wouldn't be heavy.
What, you don't drink these? Yeah,
no.
Kourtney said that she likes these. I knew the taste.
Miller High Life is like the only beer I like, but I haven't tried tons and tons. You know?
When we were doing the Warhammer Trap House back in like 2015 and shit, it was nothing but Stella Artois.
I've got that in the fridge left over from something.
Coors and Modelo at the house. So I was like, if I want to get drunk, I guess I'm going to have to drink one of these. And I got used to piss beer.
I mean, as far as the cheap beers go, Modelo is at least good. And I've known that. Like, people have always said that. Like, it doesn't taste that bad. Like, and I don't. Dude, just like cars, I don't generally like domestic beers or cars, but like, Miller High Life is really good. I
like Yingling,
but it's a little heavy.
I don't like
Yingling's all right.
I don't like where they put their money, but I like Yingling.
Yeah, I think is that why I quit liking them? Yeah, that's right.
I don't buy them, but friends buy them and I drink them.
Yeah. But I've never been a Budweiser guy or anything like that.
Oh no, God no. I remember the first time I sipped that when I was a little too young, and I was like, "Oh God, Dad, you drink this?"
Yeah, I felt that was the same way because my dad would like hang out with his brother and get drunk, like once a month we'd like go visit him, and he would drink in the garage, and they would like play guitars and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And I would like, he would like, do you want a sip of my beer? And I'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, oh God, that's awful. And they all laugh, and then I walk away and play video games, From a basement radio room fielding phone calls from a deranged pothead, this is Debaser, a film podcast. I'm Jared, and I'm joined by my co-host Will. On this show, we explore both new and familiar movies to bring you details and discussion about them as we decide if we will draft them for our own fictional boutique physical media label, all in an effort to debase the films and ourselves. Today's episode, the newest film by a famed auteur that is infuriating conservatives and delighting audiences. A film that feels so of the moment that it's hard to believe it's based on a 35-year-old book, which itself is a period piece. After the break, Will and I discuss Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. Stay tuned.
You gotta kick it off with a killer to grab attention. Then you gotta take it up a notch.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us.
Who are you?
I'm Shiva, the god of death.
Cells.
Interlinked.
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
Today's movie is One Battle After Another.
Yes.
It was released September 26, 2025. The film stars Leonardo DiCaprio as Pat/Bob. More on that later. Sean Penn as Colonel Lockjaw. The word colonel is really weird. Is it French?
Colonel.
Yeah, it doesn't read how it's spelled.
I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I don't even know where the origin of that is, but I remember the first time that I saw the spelling of that word, and I was in, I was in 6th grade. We were reading some sort of literature for English class.
Yeah. And that's where you start to come across that stuff, and you're like, what the fuck?
And I said,
Colonel. Yeah.
Colonel. And somebody in the fucking classroom fucking snickered and was like,
it's like,
it's Colonel. It's Colonel. And I went like,
I'm sorry, my dad's not a fucking fascist, and I didn't just know this stuff as a child, like.
Yeah, I know. So I just remember being embarrassed by that.
I'm totally on your side in that, because in like 9th grade, I mispronounced Reich, the German word.
Oh, yeah.
As in like the Third Reich, which is what they refer to as Adolf Hitler's, rise in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Had a guy jump all over me because I was mispronouncing it. And that guy was obsessed with like Nazis.
Of course
I found out later. And I was just like, excuse fucking me for like not studying Nazis, dude. I am 14. That would be a really weird thing for me to know how to pronounce at this age,
That's silly.
And I will to this day still hate that guy for that.
I got a story like that too, but that's neither here nor there. We're talking about one battle after another.
Also, I don't want to say how old I was when I figured out that like Marine Corps. Yeah. But it's spelled corpse.
Yeah, corpse.
I don't want to tell you how old I was when I figured that one out.
I remember because at Lake Region, the RTC was Marine Corps.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So when I'd seen the word and I knew what I was.
You got exposed early.
I was like, okay, I get it. I know what we're doing here.
Yeah. At least there's that.
Yeah.
Also stars Benicio del Toro as Sensei Sergio St. Carlos. A lot of alliteration there. I love that. Regina Hall as Deandra. Tiana Taylor as Perfidia Beverly Hills, and Chase Infinity as Charlene/Willa.
Is that her real last name?
Yes.
That's fucking cool, man.
I'm going to let's get into the trivia right now. She's named after 2 different movie characters. Do you want to take a swing at either one of them?
Oh, I know the Infinity is To Infinity from and Beyond from fucking Toy Story.
Yep, because her dad loved Buzz Lightyear.
I don't know where the Chase is from.
It's from a Batman movie. She's named after Nicole Kidman's character, Dr. Chase Meridian from Batman Forever.
Oh, okay. Dude,
that is a real fact.
It has been a really, 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 really long time since I've seen Batman Forever.
Oh, it's great. Revisit it.
I will.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It was derided in its time and for years after, but I think it fucks.
That's the one with Bane? Or is that the one?
No,
that's the one with the Riddler and Two-Face.
Yes, with Jim Carrey as the Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones having the fucking time of his life as Two-Face.
Cannot condone your buffoonery.
And apparently he fucking hated it. And Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
I do not like Batman and Robin. That's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. And I forget the man's name. I'm so sorry, but he's now deceased, and he was a professional wrestler that played Bane. And Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. Yeah.
This is the debut film of Chase Infinity. Oh, Oh.
This Modelo is gonna get me fucking burping like crazy.
I burped earlier too.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
This is the debut film of Chase Infinity, and she has only 2 other credits prior to this film. They are a Tyler the Creator music video called "Darling I" and a Netflix show called "Presumed Innocent."
Oh, I've not seen.
Yeah,
haven't seen that.
So I think she is going to be blowing the fuck up after this.
She's very good in this.
She's incredible.
Yeah, she's very good in this.
If you would have told me this was her first movie, I would have been like, the fuck?
You know, it's been a lot of that this year.
Yeah.
Because the guy who plays Sammy in Sinners, first acting role.
Oh, that's right. Wasn't he? He's also a musician, though, in real life,
exactly,
too, wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I probably said that on that episode, like, authoritatively, too.
You did. Well, I wouldn't say authoritatively, but you definitely said
that. Yeah. The film was written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, who I will probably abbreviate as PTA for the rest of the episode. Most people do. Yeah. Just because, that's a lot to say.
It is.
And he also goes by that. Like, there's like that's a fact, but like, there's an old video of him and Adam Sandler hanging out in a car late at night eating like gummy bears. And Adam calls him PTA. And I'm just like, oh, he really goes by that. That's really
tight.
Cool. Yeah.
Does he go by Parent Teacher Association?
Yeah. No. When I was typing this up, my Google Docs kept wanting to correct it to that. And I was like, please stop. PTA's other movies include Boogie Nights.
I fucking love that movie.
Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, the Adam Sandler movie. Mm-hmm. And There Will Be Blood.
Yes, which is another fantastic movie.
Yeah, those are all fantastic movies. I mean, all of his movies like fucking rule to some extent, but I picked his 4 like most popular movies I picked for that.
Yeah.
One Battle After Another is loosely based on the novel Vineland by Thomas Pynchon. More on that later.
Yeah, you said that it is in and of itself a period piece from 30 years ago. So
right.
It's like 95.
It came out in 1990 and it's set in 1984 with a bunch of flashbacks to like the 60s and 70s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because, like this movie, there's a big gap, 16-year gap ish. And, but it's set like right before Reagan is coming in.
Okay.
And, but it's about like these old hippies that were basically in what was the Weather Underground, like a version of the Weather Underground. That is okay. The Weather Underground, the perfect chance to give a little, explainer on that.
To put to words what Jared just saw, I gave him a very puzzled look.
Yeah, thank you for the listeners. The Weather Underground was a real life, like far left extremist, radical organization.
Tight.
Some people call them terrorists. They didn't consider themselves terrorists because they were like, we're not terrorizing people. They didn't kill anybody. Mm-hmm. However, 3 of their own members did die by their own hand by accident when they
fucked up explosives,
fucked up a bomb, in their house. So those are the only casualties were themselves.
Yeah,
but they would bomb, empty. They made sure everyone would leave the buildings that they would plant bombs in and stuff, because they didn't want to actually hurt anybody. But they were trying to send a message about getting America out of Vietnam and other things, anti-capitalist messaging and so on and so forth. A lot of the leaders are still around, they're like professors that do speeches and things, write op-eds.
Very cool.
Bill Ayers was the head of the organization, and he was like crucified after 9/11 because he was looked at as like, a radical far left thinker and writer. Mm-hmm. People were very critical and much derision, Sure. He experienced a lot of derision, obviously. Yeah. But after 9/11, a lot of people, like, there's just so much history about like the news organizations going after him and being like, do you condone this? And he's like, of course fucking not. Jesus Christ. Like, I have nothing in common with Al-Qaeda. Like, obviously, we didn't kill anybody. Like, we would not blow up a building with like 30,000 people in it.
I kind of vaguely remember that.
Yeah, I know that name because like people would talk about how like, well, we have terrorists here at home too, and they're walking among us. And yeah, it's...
I don't want to incriminate myself, but a version of me would be very much cool with these people.
I will say... I do not condone the actions of the Weather Underground, but a lot of their writing I can read and nod my head and go, right on, brother, right on.
we are not NVEs.
Oh, you got to give me a explainer for that one.
What, nihilistic, violent
extremists? Oh, I see. Okay.
That's what we are being classified now.
Right. Oh, that's part of the this Trump order.
I don't want to get on a fucking soapbox today. Oh. Fair warning, if you didn't like the last episode, turn this one off right now.
Oh yeah, if you didn't like what I had to say about Palestine, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Actually, no, I'm not sorry. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's true.
What else? Okay, the premise of One Battle After Another is When their evil enemy resurfaces after 16 years, a group of ex-revolutionaries reunite to rescue one of their own's daughter.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, do you know anything about the budget of this film before I jump into the details?
Dude, he's got. So, let me try to think back of when we did Killing of the Flower Moon.
Yeah,
right. That was that title.
Killing of a Flower. Yeah, that's the last Scorsese
film. So that I'm trying to think of like how much does it cost to get Leo? How
25 mil.
Oh,
minimum. Yeah.
Okay. And then, like, I don't know what kind of price tag Sean Penn grabs anymore.
That's a good question too.
You know, that things of that nature. And then they did a lot of practical effects. There wasn't all that much CGI, so that's more expensive. I'm gonna go with 175.
God damn, that's pretty good.
Where were we at?
So there's no official number, but the estimates range between 130 and 175.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I'm getting so fucking good at this.
You really are, dude. So as of record, and actually I might be a little off by now because this was as of Sunday and we're recording on Monday.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. But the film has just grossed over $100 million. It's at 101.
We're getting
as of
there.
yesterday.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
It still needs to go.
It hasn't made its budget back, but none of his movies have.
Oh, really? Not even Boogie
He
Nights?
is an awards director.
Okay.
He does not. This is his first movie that's ever made over $100 million in the theater.
Oh, okay.
Box
Well,
office.
that's good. That's good for him.
So this is his highest grossing movie so far.
Sick.
Isn't
Hell
that
yeah.
wild?
That is pretty
because
wild.
Everybody loved There Will Be Blood. But like mass audiences didn't see it. And I guess when it went to DVD was when it really started to pop off in general culture, you know?
I was going to say, I'd never heard of that film until Haley took the same film class you did.
Oh,
and then I hadn't actually watched it until COVID.
See, I guess I'm totally wrong on that because I thought that movie was what broke like the barrier for him into like general audiences.
I thought it was Boogie Nights. Because like Boogie Nights was shown on Comedy Central sometimes. It was shown on...
Right. That movie had like a very big life on cable.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that big, you know. But yeah, that movie, like, I know it was big with like film people, but I didn't know if like general audiences were seeing it in theaters, you know. But obviously it had a huge life on TV and that's where I saw it.
Also
but I
had
was
like
a kid when it came out.
A crazy star-studded cast when you think about it, you know.
That's what Paul's able to do that for some reason because
I noticed.
I don't even know how he did that for Boogie Nights because he only did one movie before that, and I don't know if it was like the buzz around it was that good. It was Hard Eight. I've never even seen it. I haven't seen Hard Eight. I haven't seen Phantom Thread, and I think that's actually it. I've seen everything else.
Phantom Thread?
He did Phantom Thread.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
wasn't that what's his name's last film?
It's what he said,
and then
he's got a new movie out right now, or coming out like this weekend.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, Animom. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even know what the word is.
Okay.
But yeah, he's back. Daniel Day-Lewis is back.
The most insufferable guy to work with, apparently.
I mean, it sounds like it. There's worse people, I'm sure, but Daniel does seem... I think he's also like, in his comeback, he's kind of like, I know I shouldn't have said I was going away. I'm sorry, I'm so hard to work with. You know, I feel like he's being apologetic about all of that, which I appreciate.
I need to
see
that. I need to see the interview. That's tight.
Yeah.
Well, hey, good to hear that this is making money because, like, we had just got done talking about. We didn't even mention it in Superman, but we just got done talking about how Warner Brothers has been like
they are been blowing up
after banger after
which
banger.
is crazy because Zaslav, who is running HBO Max, which is a arm of Warner Brothers. You know, I don't remember how the structure works, but they are all under the same parent company.
Yeah.
Is fucking up left and right.
Yeah, he is a tremendous fuck
and
up.
I want that fucker fired.
I'm curious if this is going to make them not consider the Paramount buyout, or if this makes the brand look significantly better, and then they can ask for more money.
Yeah, I wonder.
I hope that doesn't happen.
I was going to say the reason Paul never really like makes buku box office, but still is able to make films with, you know, relatively large budgets, you know, especially this one has a very large budget for a film that was only expected to make, I think, 25 mil at the box office.
Look at that.
Yeah. Projected, I guess is the technical term to use.
Yeah.
But it's because he always kills it at award season. He always gets people Oscars, basically.
Yeah, Licorice Pizza got
I forgot about Licorice Pizza. Yeah. But yeah, he gets people, nominated, if not to win. And so that's what studios know. They're like, oh, this is going to be a huge critical film for us. It's going to make us look good in the press.
Yeah.
It's going to make, film critics respect us. And so they throw him, here's 80, 100 million. Yeah, you can hire like 5 really, really good actors who like aren't going to charge us an arm and a leg because they also want to work and then with PTA and then get like, noticed for it kind of thing. Cause they know the writing's going to be good. The directing's going to be good. The cinematography, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, he's just that kind of director, which is not someone we always cover on the show. We've never done a PTA film.
No, we haven't.
I wouldn't want to do all of his films on this show, but I definitely think like I've been making a case for a while that we need to do Boogie Nights.
That was literally about to be like, if we're going to do one for you, we're going to do one for me, and it's Boogie Nights. All
That's the most debaser PTA movie for sure.
I fucking love that movie.
Dude,
it's so good.
It's so long, but like it's one of those movies where anytime it was on TV, especially IFC, I would just be like, put it on. Yeah. Put it on right now. Same. I don't care what scene it's at. As long as my parents aren't in the room.
That's how I saw it. It was IFC, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They will air it unedited.
Yes,
so it's
they
like,
will.
Yeah. And that movie is about porn stars. So it's important to be unedited.
God, I love IFC. I watched some really good movies on IFC.
I had cable in like the last few years that I lived with my parents, and IFC was just the best in that time, man.
They have really good anime on there too.
Yeah, that's right. They did anime.
Yeah.
That's also where Comedy Bang Bang like was from. That's how I got introduced to Comedy Bang Bang. It had a TV show on there. And so did Mark Maron and like lots of like alt comedians would just be on IFC for a while.
That's cool.
Great.
I like them.
Yeah. Good channel.
Good channel.
So,
yes. Critical
reception.
Let's hear it.
It was at one point at a 98% of Rotten Tomatoes, as seen in their trailers.
Who fucked it up?
Armin White and a couple other people. I literally saw 3 negative reviews in the top critics, which is what I guide through.
Gotcha.
But it's now down to 95. So not a big drop. Still, one of the highest ranking movies of the year.
Yeah.
So I got a few of these.
Let's hear. Yeah. Well, yeah. This is a movie to talk about. So
I didn't do this, but I almost pulled all of the like director snippets that were going around, like Martin Scorsese, Ryan Johnson. I had like 4 or 5 different directors who were putting out blurbs out there being like, holy shit, see this movie kind of shit. It's God, it was so, I was getting so inspired like the week before we saw it because like social media was literally like
kind of getting hyping
the fuck out of this movie. Even this David Elric, who I actually quote from later, had a review that was being like, he made his 4 top films on Letterboxd spell out one battle after another.
Oh, that's tight.
And he's just like, there's a poster for this movie that is just a hilly road, and he's like, you will understand why this road deserves its own poster when you see this movie. Yeah. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
So let me roll into the reviews that I pulled. Film critic Adam Kempenaar of Film Spotting gave the film 4.5 stars out of 5, writing, a beautifully choreographed fever dream of resistance and reckoning, blending absurdist satire with a poignant meditation on parental legacy. Aisha Harris, film critic for NPR, gave the film a positive review, saying, it won't be an escape from the awful, absurdist realities we're living with now, but will serve as a reminder that Anderson knows how to make a damn good movie. Mm-hmm. Justin Chang, writing for The New Yorker, said of the film, one battle after another, as great an American movie as I've seen this year, doesn't simply meet the moment with extraordinary tenderness, fury, and imagination. It forges a moment all its own and insists the better ones could still lie ahead. And finally, in its glowing review of One Battle After Another for IndieWire, film critic David Elric said, this $150 million rallying cry is the work of an artist and a father who's determined to convince himself that getting older doesn't have to be the same thing as giving up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know. Will, I dragged you to this movie because...
You didn't drag me to this movie. I remember seeing like...
I was going to drag you to this movie if you didn't come willingly because I knew... we needed to see this movie.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing the trailers for it. When
that's what made me like, this is important. I could tell from the trailer that it was about an aging hippie, like frustrated with the world, having to protect his daughter. And I was like, holy fuck, we have to see this.
But like, I remember my wife being like, I don't know about this one. I'm like, I'm interested in just like you and Jared can go see that. Like, I think we probably will.
I remember sending you the trailer and I was like, any interest in this? And you were like, eh. And I was like, motherfucker, I'm going to make you see this movie.
I'm sorry if I
No,
was
it's okay.
ambivalent on it. Like, I wanted to see it. But I think what I'm interested in from this month, I probably won't end up seeing it, but I want to, is the Smashing Machine, the Safdie brother movie.
I've heard mixed things about it now.
No.
Yeah,
fuck.
I'm sorry.
Fuck.
I know.
I was like,
Still see it.
yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I was like, if anybody can make The Rock look like a good actor, it's the Safdies, because they did the same thing for.
Do you know what happened to them though?
No.
They broke up just like the Coens.
No.
It's just one Safdie. I think Benny.
Fuck, you have to have both. You can't have one.
Yeah, they broke up. They're making separate stuff now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad.
I know. And people, the film people that I follow on like social media are like
This is
bummed about it
heartbreaking.
because the
That's so
Coen brothers made their best movies together.
Yeah.
No offense to Drive Away Dolls and stuff, but like
Yeah.
the Coen brothers just were better together, and it's looking like the Safdies were also.
That's so unfortunate. Did they both worked on Uncut Gems, did they not?
Yes, that
Okay.
was a duo. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I
And
know.
they split after that?
Same for Wachowskis. They made their best movies together.
Yeah.
Not when it was just Lana.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn,
Or
that makes
is
me
it?
really fucking
Yeah.
sad. I might save my money then. I want to.
I'm sorry to bum you out. I shouldn't have said anything.
No, it's okay. Watch me go in with like really low expectations and get blown away like
Yeah.
I did with Ari Aster. But
Yeah, I know,
Or,
right? Because we were wrong about Eddington.
Eddington,
Yeah.
no, Eddington is like, sorry, that's film of the year for me, man. Like I understand this one probably is for you.
This just eclipsed it because it has. I was going to get into this, but it has more hope. Because Eddington's like, it's all fucked. Even the kids are fucked. And this movie's like, no, man. Like we can make a better world. It'll be okay. Like the fight continues. It's one battle after another.
I literally did just say
just
that
to get right to the zeitgeist of like,
yeah, I did just say that we are not NVEs. So you kind of got me by the nuts there.
yeah.
Damn.
Because that movie, Eddington is so cynical, which I get. That's Ari's thing. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I needed this movie.
Right on, dude.
So
I'm going to get progressively sloppier as time goes on.
Fuck,
I'm 33% done with
for the
this.
listener, we are drinking Modelo's.
Yes, we are.
Okay, and that will make sense if you've seen the movie, or I guess if you just pay attention to the synopsis later.
Yeah.
So over on Letterboxd, user Zoe Rose Bryant, who I've been quoting more and more lately, I follow her officially on Letterboxd now, gave the film 5 stars, writing a 3-hour-long panic attack starring Leonardo DiCaprio as the Big Lebowski and Sean Penn as Satan. A dystopian drama where the ruined world isn't one of fiction, but the one we already live in. Yet, even though hell is here, hope never left. It's hereditary, passed from generation to generation, alongside the baggage they saddle us with. The lone silver lining they leave behind, one strong enough to beat back all the other bullshit. Never forget that the silver lining lives on in each of us, because this fight never ends. It only evolves, and now we're on the front lines. Viva la revolution. And I didn't realize the thing I said right before I started to read that was, extremely on brand for that.
That's true.
And also on Letterboxd, user Stavy Baby 2,
Oh, hey.
you know who that is.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Gave the film 5 stars, writing, "It's Star Wars, but the Jedis are hot black girls." That's been making the rounds a lot. I hope you didn't already see that.
No, what's funny is I saw him review something else, and it was very like it was joke negative, but I can't remember what the fuck it was, but it did make me laugh. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Man, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's smooth.
I don't even drink beer, but yeah, it's smooth.
It's smooth. Yeah, I don't drink beer either.
Small beers.
Yeah, I should have gotten small beers.
A few small
My bad.
beers.
Yeah. 3 small beers.
I've just been, it's like a vocal tick now. I just say it all
it's
the
a fucking
time.
Stim. You know what's been stimming for me? But it's just me. It's fucking Chuckle Pussy.
Yeah. Oh, is it like just saying her name or being like, this is what power looks like?
Just stay in her name.
Yeah.
Fucking every so often I'll be painting and shit. And I'll just start cracking myself up.
Chuckle
'cause it's Chuckle Pussies.
Will, do you know about her?
She's a singer, or
Yeah.
she does
What her
music.
name is though?
No.
It's Jungle Pussy.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That is
Okay.
well, it's not her birth name, but it's what her.
Right,
it's
she
her,
goes by.
her show name.
Yeah, dude. Let's go.
I know.
What a shout out.
I know.
I love it.
I know. I was reading it. And I was like, wait, that's really her name. That
That's
wasn't
so
written
fucking
for like,
tight.
and it fits because everyone has like pretty insane names in the group,
Yeah.
and it's like, or even in the movie,
Well,
Lockjaw.
if you're doing a revolution, you might as well just give yourself a cool moniker because like you're
Well,
gonna,
I wonder if she went to PTA and she's like, "Can I just go by Jungle Pussy?" And he was like,
yeah, I don't give a
"Yeah."
fuck.
That actually, no, he's probably like, "Yeah." Also, fucking Benicio del Toro apparently like rewrote a bunch of his scenes with PTA like weeks before filming
That's tight.
because he was like super late to set. They had to shut down filming because he was like filming another movie.
He had 3 small beers.
Yeah. He was probably filming the Phoenician Scheme or something, that Wes Anderson movie.
Okay.
And then like they finally resumed production when he was able to get off that set and come on to this one.
Yeah.
And he was having dinner with PTA beforehand and he was like, "Hey, I want to rewrite some of this." And they like added in the stuff about him having like the little Harriet Tubman situation and stuff.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude.
Collaboration. Dude.
Yes,
Being open
exactly.
to ideas. Yes, anding.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just fucking A, man. It's so
I love
oh
how
my god.
excited you are about this. This is so tight.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna start the synopsis.
And it's long, apparently.
It's long as fuck. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
But
and
I had so much fun writing this. I was listening to the soundtrack and I'm like tearing up at multiple times, like doing this, just like really living it. Johnny Greenwood does the score. So like, it's good. That's the guy from Radiohead.
Okay.
He's done a lot of other scores before, but namely you'll know him as the Suspiria.
Oh, okay.
The new one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked that new Suspiria.
Yes.
Small side tangent. Did you know Serge Tankian also does composing?
Wait, I think I did, but have I seen a film that he's done?
I don't know. The most recent thing that comes to mind is he did the score for a Netflix documentary.
Okay, so maybe I haven't seen any of them then if it's like documentaries and stuff.
No, he's done things
Like-
for movies. I've seen his name pop up.
Okay.
Oh, if I'm not mistaken, he did some of the stuff for the Thunderbolts. I'm going to actually look that shit up right now.
No way. Wow.
Yeah, way.
So he's doing Marvel movies. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah.
That's fucking cool, man.
For the listener that didn't grow up listening to nu metal, that's the lead singer of System of a Down.
Yeah.
That dude fucking rules.
He does.
Made me very politically aware when I was 11 years old.
Yeah.
I did not. You should have seen my uncle's face when I sang the entirety of Prison Song in the backseat of his car. And he was like, "I think Jared is being activated by nu metal."
I remember the first time I came back from Fort Pierce and my dad's friend's stepson hooked me up with a burnt CD that was all of the album that came out before BYOB, and I listened to it the whole ride home.
Is that Steal This Album?
I think it was Steal This
Yeah.
Album. And I listened to it the whole ride home, and I was like, this is the fucking best shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
Toxicity.
It goes so fucking hard. I love Toxicity.
That was the first CD I ever bought, and I'm so proud of that fact because that shit was a banger, wall-to-wall banger.
I think that's the album.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me.
Yeah, wall-to-wall banger.
Yeah.
Steal This Album had like a couple of good tracks, but it was like a letdown for me. Toxicity, I will go down being like, almost every track on that thing is a fucking banger. I will sing it word for word to this day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do this.
You go for it.
All right. One Bat After Another opens with Ghetto Pat Calhoun, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, as he meets his lover, Perfidia Beverly Hills, played by Tiana Taylor, and their other fellow members of a far-left radical group known as the French 75. The group breaks into an immigrant detainment facility and takes the military guards hostage. Perfidia captures the commander of the facility, Colonel Stephen Lockjaw, played by Sean Penn, who develops a sexual fascination with Perfidia in the process. The group rescues the immigrants inside the detention center while Pat deploys a series of large fireworks to serve as a distraction, and the guards are placed inside the cages that the immigrants were detained in. The group continues to carry out clandestine attacks on politician offices, banks, and power grids. Lockjaw, who has been stalking Perfidia, confronts her as she places a bomb and instructs her to meet him at a hotel that night or he will give her and her group over to the authorities. Perfidia agrees, and the two have sex that night. Sometime later, Perfidia is pregnant and is seen drinking, smoking, and firing a machine gun, much to Pat's dismay. Perfidia's parents, while caring, express disapproval of her relationship with Pat and explain that, quote, she is a runner, end quote, from a long line of revolutionaries. Perfidia gives birth to her daughter, Charlene, but Pat cannot persuade her to stay home with him and the baby as she leaves to rob a bank with the French 75. So let's stop and talk about some of this.
You are
This is like 30, 40 minutes already.
I was literally about to be like, I'm going to just wait for him to get through the first 30 minutes after all of the shit goes down.
Yeah.
And then be like, so what do we actually learn in all of this stuff? Yeah, that is a fuck ton of ground that you covered in like 4 sentences.
It's so long.
I know.
So much
I know
more.
really
but like
long.
that montage is just so, you're learning so much so fast.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh shit. Okay. So one thing about when Perfidia takes Lockjaw hostage, she wakes him up and orders him to get up. And she goes, no, I don't mean stand up. Get it up. And so she makes him like get an erection. And that, I think, begins his like sexual fetishization of her.
She's making him do it at gunpoint too. Like, get it up or I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah, that's right.
Kind of thing.
It's under duress, but he's.
Do we want to talk about like the erection of it all, Jared?
That scene or
the scene and how it like sets the stage for everything else, and like what does it mean symbolism wise?
Like about how he. At what point does he say the line like "I love black girls"? Is that in that scene or later?
No, he says "I like black girls" to Leo's character when
in the grocery store when he confronts him about the baby, right?
Yeah,
and he like lets him know that like I know basically.
Yeah.
So I forgot about that.
He doesn't come out and say it, but like it's.
I left that scene out of my synopsis too.
Oh, you're good. The way that I interpreted that scene, and also like what you said, this is based off a book, and I really need to know how this.
There's no racial stuff in the book. Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was a choice, and to me, it kind of showed how Perfidia gets very excited over the adrenaline rush of all this stuff, and being one of the most looked down upon minorities.
Wait, do you think she's doing it to him in like a sexually gratifying way too?
They're both getting something out of this. Yes.
That's not what I took out of it.
What did you take out of this?
I thought it was a confusion tactic.
Okay.
Because it prevents him from getting ready to like fight back. Because if you get an erection, number one, it's confusing and you're arousing yourself. Number two, the blood is rushing to your penis. And so you're going to be less able to fight with your arms and legs. No, all of this was going through my head. And I was like, this is actually a really good tactic because it's really throwing him off. And like when people kidnap people, they will do stuff like this. It's a tactic to throw you off, to confuse you. And then they throw the black bag over your head and they just start telling you it's weird things and saying weird things to you.
Are you telling me like a Proud Boy's going to abduct me and tell me like, yo, I'm going to jerk you off, dude?
But yeah, like it's in the handbook of like doing stuff like
what
that.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
okay.
like, I've read like professional kidnappers like do stuff like this. It's to throw you off your game, and like that's where my head went with this.
Okay,
like for her, it's like it's like a sexual domineering thing. Maybe you could look at it like that for sure.
That's what I'm getting at.
But she's like, I'm getting one over this like old white man military commander. Fuck him. But also like it's making him less likely to fight back was what I took away from it.
Gotcha. Yeah. The way that I interpreted it was like power dynamics have changed. Typically, the people at the top of the power pyramid are straight white men, and people at the bottom of the power pyramid are women of color. Yeah, and so putting him in a position of vulnerability was like the reason of it all, but also like it gave, I don't even know if it gave her any excitement from it, but like she definitely relished in the idea of like making this guy squirm, and he learned something new about himself that day. You know?
Yeah, no, I can follow that for sure. What else? This scene is so great. It sets up immediately like what they're doing. It also makes it weirdly prescient because like,
oh yeah,
this isn't new, but this is happening now.
Yeah,
you know, these detention facilities. But again, it's not new. They're just more prevalent now, unfortunately.
When we were talking about watching movies for Spanish Heritage Month, and I watched Icebox, like that was filmed in 2018, and I knew that that shit was happening way before that.
Right, it was happening almost 10 years ago. To be clear, like unfortunately, we've been putting adults and kids in cages simply for crossing the border, and so this feeds into like a very heady question I have at the end of this. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Because I don't know the answer, and I don't know if there is an answer, to be honest. Also, okay, so Perfidia's parents. Okay. in that scene, I noticed that Kourtney and I took away two different things from this scene. Were they telling, they tell Leo, I thought they were saying, you're not good enough for our daughter, or like she shouldn't be in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
Or were they just warning him that like, she's not going to stay with you kind of thing?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Because
Yeah.
like, I think they take, if she's truly is from a long line of revolutionaries and they look at their cause as noble,
Yeah.
then who the fuck is this guy? This random white dude, you know?
Yeah.
But also, they probably know their daughter better than he does,
Yeah.
you know? They're co-workers, quote unquote, in a way. And I'm assuming they know that when the heat hits you,
Yeah.
she can drop everything in 30 seconds? Is that the quote?
The heat from the quote from Heat is, you know, you be able to drop everything and leave in like 30 seconds when you feel the heat around the corner.
Yeah, there it is. That's essentially
I
her
think I'm
credo.
butchering it, but yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's what you realize, like the French 75 have to be ready to do is the problem. Also, Kourtney pointed out to me, and I did verify this with a second source, but they straight up say to him she's a runner, which does explain what she does in the next part that I'm getting to.
Yeah.
So when she's pregnant,
Yes.
we see her like drinking alcohol, and I think she's smoking weed and shooting. There's the poster for the film. One of the posters for the film is her
Yeah.
firing like a drum-fed, like fully automatic machine gun, and it's like braced against her belly.
Yep.
And which is like such a striking image. It's so cool.
It is tight.
But and Pat is clearly like a little
Distressed by
upset by this, but not telling her no, because
Right.
he knows better. Also, he knows that he couldn't tell her not to do that, you know? And I think he turns to one of his friends at one point and he's just like, it's like she doesn't even know she's pregnant.
He turns to Regina.
Was it Regina? I thought it was Dijon. Talleyrand is his character's name. The guy that asked him on the phone later.
Yeah,
like,
I know what you're talking about, but I can't.
I thought it was another guy. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe Regina was standing next to her.
I think Perfidia is talking to Regina Hall's character, Deandra, I think is her name in the movie. Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
Because they're joking and laughing while it cuts to Leo and the other guy on the other side. I thought
guys, my memory is like fucking cooked.
It's okay. Yeah. And I've seen so many clips of this movie.
Yeah,
now
you've been
stuff.
staying up on it.
But also, I think in retrospect too, it's because she knew it wasn't his, it was Lockjaw's.
Right.
And so she's like, kind of like, fuck this baby, I think, you know?
Yeah, because she gets jealous over the attention that he gives the baby.
So that's really, we really need to talk about that. She's clearly having postpartum depression. You know, it's not named obviously, but like she's clearly dealing with that. And she, you know, lashes out at Leo about it, or Pat about that, saying that, you know, he cares more about the baby than her. And and when she goes to sneak out to go rob the bank and he confronts her about it and he's like, you can't do this stuff. Like, you have a family now, you need to stay home. And she's like, you don't control me. You don't get to tell me what to do. And starts doing, you know, the anti-patriarchy kind of rant. And he's just like, okay. And he backs down immediately. And he's like, okay. You know, while he's holding the crying baby, you know, and she storms out and
that's it.
Yep. They never see each other again.
Oh my God, you're right. That's crazy.
That was their last day together.
Yeah.
Well, I spoiled what's happening next, but so during the robbery that Perfidia leaves to go perform with the French 75, Perfidia reluctantly shoots and kills a black security guard at the bank that is reaching for his gun. And after an intense getaway chase, and I mean, really
very intense,
really intense. Also, I think Regina Hall like broke her leg during that chase too. Like she got hurt bad.
Yeah. Because they split up into two different vehicles.
Yeah, there's so much like there's a big car chase, and then everyone's running on foot for a while. It's it's really intense.
Yeah,
and some of the interviews I watched, like it was Perfidia, Tiana Taylor, Regina Hall, and Chase Infinity all together, and just telling the funniest stories. But like these chase scenes were apparently the worst part of the movie because they were just running all day in the streets.
Oh yeah,
while being filmed by like cars, helicopters, like all kinds, and they were just like, oh my God, so much running.
Yeah.
But Tiana was like, I mimicked Tom Cruise's running. She's like, I wanted to be as good of a runner on film as Tom Cruise. And so she's like, if you look at those scenes, I'm doing the Tom Cruise run.
Yeah, she is.
It looks great. But she is caught by the police. It's real bad. You can tell things are going down. So Lockjaw meets with her in the hospital and offers her a deal to avoid prison if she turns in the other members of the group, which she agrees to.
She's a fucking rat.
Perfidia enters the witness protection program as Lockjaw hunts down and kills or arrests many of the other members of the French 75 in a shocking montage.
Yeah, I would say the first person who dies is
it's Alana Haim.
Yeah, that one from Licorice Pizza, and like.
And from Haim,
yeah,
the band that she's in with her sisters.
Yeah, and I remember whatchamacallit, like I'm sure you saw me jump. I
think all three of us did when she gets shot leaving the
in my head store. I thought I was like, oh, they're just gonna tackle her and fucking arrest her, and then the fucking loud ass gunshot goes off.
This movie is so good at like making you think one thing's gonna subverting your expectations, like leading you to think something is about to happen, and then like something worse happens. You know? Yeah.
And so we watched like a bunch of people get shot or arrested or entrapped.
Yeah. And then Lockjaw is honored as a hero for hunting down the group by authorities, and he arrives at Perfidia's witness protection home with a bouquet of flowers, only to find she has escaped and fled to Mexico. Mm-hmm. This pussy don't pop for you.
Yes, that is the note that she leaves behind. And I know that there are people that are very offended by the choice of words for that, but
really,
yeah. I mean, I want to talk about the discourse that I have heard, because I know that you've also seen people.
I didn't see one of that specific thing. I guess
it was the guy that I watched.
Okay,
yeah. Well, we can talk about it.
We'll get into it
because I would like Kourtney to also be in on discussing detractions, because I know that we're all pretty high on this movie.
Okay, so.
Big fucking
she escaped to Mexico. This pussy don't pop for you.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Pat is frantically packing for himself and Charlene as he is being briefed by Howard, another French 75 member, on their new identities and what precautions he needs to take to protect himself and Charlene from authorities. Pat and Charlene, who are now going as Bob and Willa, pack into their car and give tearful goodbyes as they drive off to their new lives on the run.
Distinctly, there is a big ass scene of, what is his name, Ned? Discussing how the two frequency things work. Howard, sorry.
Yeah.
Did you mention that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the radio guy too later.
Guys.
I know. It's okay. I did a lot of reading about this movie afterwards, so you just saw the movie.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And it was like a week ago.
Yes. And I am 50% done with it. 60% done with this.
But yeah, you're talking about the
little transponders.
What are the transponders? Okay, yeah, they're just like, they look like old, like 80s cell phones.
Yeah.
But they're basically just telling you that someone who has a matching device is nearby.
They loop melodies. One makes one melody, the other one makes another melody, and whenever they are,
I guess that's how they technically work, because they're just sending radio frequencies to each other, and so they just light up green when you're near someone with another one.
Yeah, but it has an audio cue specifically when you are close enough to one of them.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, we see the device.
Yeah.
And it's only really like successfully used once. And in fact, Leo mentions that like they break all the time. They don't actually work. And they only get used successfully one time, and it's when Will is at the high school dance. No, that's the only time it gets used, as far as I remember.
No, there's a scene at the end of the movie with the cars.
It doesn't go off.
I know it doesn't go off.
He's just waving it, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah,
I understand.
Okay,
that.
That's what I'm saying. We see it way more often than it actually works. So the only time it ever goes off is when Will is holding it in the bathroom. Yeah. Anyway, Will, by the way,
yes.
At this point in the theater, when Leo's character is packing into the car and is super stressed, and he's looking at little baby Willa and she's crying.
Yeah.
I was feeling super stressed, and I looked over at you, and I think you were leaned forward like head and hands, like, oh my God.
I was so into this movie.
Yeah, same.
You know what's funny is when you told me that you saw that I looked stressed, I assumed that it was at the end of the movie with the hills.
I mean, that is also the second most anxiety-inducing scene, probably.
But I think it was more of like, okay, so where does this movie act? Like, where does this go? You know, obviously, you know, they're fine, quote unquote, 16 years later. But like, where does this journey take us? You know, I guess that's where my head was at. Like, typically, whenever I'm leaning in, I've got my head in my hands. Like, I'm really fucking engrossed with whatever the hell is showing.
No, I was too. I'm not trying to clown on you. Like, I was in the same headspace, and I looked over and I was like, thank God Will is in the same, like, Will looks how I feel inside right now. You know?
Yeah. It's funny. I've been told many a time that I cannot conceal how I feel. Like my body and my face show it.
Yeah.
So if I'm displeased, I can't just be like, oh yeah, everything's fine. Like I really have to go out of my way to try and be neutral, even if I'm like annoyed. You know?
Right. I was so stressed for the scene, you know, for him and the baby. And I just remember thinking like, this is a nightmare scenario kind of shit. Like, oh my God, what the fuck is he going to do? And then like when it went to black and said 16 years later, the relief that went over me. And I was like, oh my God, they're fine for 16 years. Oh my God.
Yeah, not
Let me
harassed at
tell you,
all.
I was so stressed.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
Oh my
That's
God.
right.
Who is that voice? Oh my God, that's Kourtney's music.
That's right. And I got a chair. Yeah.
Whose music should I play when you come on?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, of course, the glass breaking.
Yeah.
Anyway, go continue. I'm so sorry.
I was so stressed during that scene. I think this is the right one. When they have the baby in a clothes basket.
Yes. Yep,
Oh my
That's what he puts
God.
into the car.
Yeah, that was
I was so stressed out.
same.
Yeah.
I was like, what? They're going to get in a car accident. Something's going to happen.
just
I
make-
was like,
You make do with what you got, man.
I'm so
And
just on the edge
and
of
they're
my
just
seat.
like, they're shouting at Leo, like, remember, blah, 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 blah. And he's like,
Read
okay,
this.
okay, I have to go. And he's like hugging and crying with everybody as they're all leaving.
remember
Oh.
all of this and burn it afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's
He
so
didn't remember
stressful.
shit. He
No.
remembered nothing.
Get to it.
He's just like me.
So relatable.
So related. No, when he
The-
was talking about like, I don't remember shit. I smoked for the last 16 years. Like
Yeah.
I've gotten high every
I
single
fried
fucking day.
my brain on drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, he's me for real. I know I'm drinking right now, but
yeah.
I don't fucking drink and I don't smoke, but
I know.
but still, like I can relate.
I said that exact thing. Next scene when he's in the car. Is that the next scene? He's in the car. He hits a bowl in the
When he goes to the parent
He goes to the parents' teacher.
That's right.
and I just thought that's me for real.
Because he has so much anxiety over like any kind of social interaction outside of his house. Well, rightfully so. too.
Well,
He's paranoid.
he is the most paranoid person, and that is like one thing that carried over from the book. Like everybody in that book is crazy paranoid, but it's because they're all
You have to
pot
be.
smoking hippies. They're all super paranoid all the time.
Oh,
but also
sure,
the point
yeah.
of the book was like, yeah, and it's real. And also, I think the movie a little bit too.
You are
know?
causing crazy kinetic friction with those that are in power. Of course, you're going to be looking over your shoulder at all times.
Yeah,
I know. Fuck, I don't do anything. I'm on a fucking podcast where I like, say lefty shit. I'm concerned that I'm being seen as a domestic terrorist.
Yeah, like
So-
is there a file on us?
Yeah,
at
exactly.
Cash Patel's desk. So Willa, who is now a self-reliant and rebellious 16-year-old, practices karate under Sensei Sergio St. Carlos, played by Benicio del Toro, maybe the goat of the movie.
Oh, he's delightful.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's
The
great.
like Zen center of this movie, and like,
Mhm.
oh God, I can't say enough about him. Anyway, and they live in the sanctuary city of Backtan Cross with Bob, who is now a paranoid drug addict, but proud, if overprotective, single father. Colonel Lockjaw, meanwhile, has become a successful and prominent member of the U.S. military and is invited to join an elite secret society of far-right white supremacists called the Christmas Adventurers Club.
Hail Santa.
Hail Santa.
And they do the Mr. Burns, like, fingers together
Mhm.
thing when they do it.
Merry Christmas, guys. Also, real quick,
Yes.
I don't know if it's just because Sean Penn's body is just breaking down on him, but the way that the decision to choose to walk as if he has no fucking flexibility in his entire body,
Or a broomstick up his ass,
Yeah,
or
is-
he's doing the Vince McMahon walk, to
yes,
be clear, right?
is
Would you
so-
agree, Courtney?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so reminiscent of like being like, inflexible in your morals and shit. Too, like I just thought it was like
A real uptight piece of shit,
yeah,
basically.
it was
yeah.
representative of him as a character. You can get his whole shtick just by
Yep.
looking at him walk. I
Yeah.
thought that was great.
Yeah, he just exudes like asshole.
And I
you
don't know if this was a choice or if Sean Penn just walks that way because like
No, it's a choice.
okay,
Clear.
okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like
Sean Penn is like a huge pot smoking, like I hate to call him a lefty, but he is like, he's
okay.
he's an outspoken activist of some things.
gotcha. But other things
Is a terrible piece of shit. To be
Yeah.
clear, allegedly raped Madonna.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
When you told me that after we got out of the movie, I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
You said, why is he in this movie?
Yeah,
I know.
I was actually
He's just
pissed.
one of those guys who like never got canceled
That's
because like
fucking
it came
crazy.
out in like the 80s or 90s.
80s, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I think
wild.
it was Madonna. I believe
Mhm.
it was Madonna herself who said it. Yeah,
Well, karma manifests in many different ways, and if you've seen a picture of him on the red carpet, he looks like absolute shit. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it's rotting his soul from the inside
What
out.
is the post on Blue Sky?
He
It's
looks
he looks like
Wile E. Coyote.
yeah,
after
with
a bomb went
the
off.
dynamite blew off in his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks more wild like than Lockjaw in some parts in real life. It's pretty insane. But anyway, Sean Penn's playing an asshole. Big surprise, to quote my father. In order to become a member of the Christmas Adventurers, the group explains that they will be performing a thorough background check on Lockjaw and explicitly ask him if he's ever been in an interracial relationship, which he denies. Lockjaw, aware that Willa may be his daughter, hires a bounty hunter to track her down and Bob so that he may cover up her existence, which would allow him to join the racist club. The bounty hunter, who is named Avanti Q, captures Howard, the man that gave Bob and Willa their new identities, and is now running like an underground radio station, and has him interrogated to find where the two have moved.
The guy that they have interrogating people is fantastic.
Hey,
by the way, I really liked him.
Did you think it was super real?
Yeah, of course.
You want to know why?
Because he does that. That's
yeah, he's not an actor. That was a real Homeland Security agent guy who did that.
No shit. Of course it was.
Yeah. The military consultants on this movie, dude. Because like
crazy.
All the military stuff felt ultra realistic. And even when they're clearing Bob's house later, I was like, I know enough like military like nerd shit to know that like this is hardcore. And yeah, the consultants they got in this movie are legit.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that guy, the guy that's interrogating people throughout multiple times in this movie, really did that for Homeland Security.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, kind of fucking crazy. Huh? Like Paul's like dedicated to realism for this shit.
I don't know if I like that.
No, I mean, it's off-putting.
I agree.
But like, it's realistic at least.
Was he using his powers for good or for evil, Jared? I need to know.
I think it's for good because it's showing people like this is what they're going to do to you.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Yeah,
sure, yeah.
Because I feel so much more prepared now having seen this movie.
Oh yeah,
for when they come after me.
I'm gonna give up everything because my wife and kids are my weakness. Duh. What am I gonna do? Not fucking rat? I'm a fucking rat. I'm not to be trusted. It's a bit, guys. It's a bit.
It's a bit.
Don't come after me, please. So under the guise of an immigration operation, Lockjaw dispatches his soldiers to the town of Backtan Cross to raid a series of Mexican restaurants as he hunts down Bob and Willa.
He doesn't actually know definitively right at this moment that isn't his kid. He's under the impression that could. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Did I say it was his daughter? Yes. During the, I may have implied it. I don't see it.
Half an hour.
Blitz. He, aware that Willa may be his daughter, hires a bounty hunter. Okay. Yeah.
And then maybe we spoiled it. I can't remember if we spoiled it or not. Whatever. It's fine.
It's fine. Whatever.
We cut around it.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. So Howard's capture alerts the remaining members of the French 75, including Deandra, played by Regina Hall.
What a cool scene, by the way. Some local kids.
The kids watch him get black bagged and run into the house. Yeah, just some like random Hispanic kids that are sitting outside Howard's house, watch him get kidnapped. And then once the bounty hunter drives off, like run inside to his radio room and read off the Mayday message that he has taped to the show.
So
they
cool.
knew,
dude,
in the event. Yeah, that was fucking cool as shit.
This movie is all about like community.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love it so much. That's why like when I was reading the other critics, they were like, it's also inspiring because like it is like some of it feels hopeless, but like persevere.
You got to be able to shoulder the mantle, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway. Howard's capture alerts the remaining members of the French 75, including Deandra, played by Regina Hall, who manages to rescue Willa from a school dance just before it is raided by the military. Deandra takes Willa to a convent of leftist nuns sympathetic to the French 75. During the drive, it is discovered that Willa lied about having a cell phone, and it is tossed from the van, but not before Lockjaw's team is alerted to her location.
What absolute fuckery, because the person that they chose to fucking rat out this information was a non-binary character. You can't fucking trust them. You can't trust those NBs, dude.
Oh no.
This is the second non-binary villain I've seen in film in the last 3 years.
I need to rewatch it, but is it implied that like all of her friends eventually give it up though?
No.
Too? No. Okay.
No. Okay.
No.
Thank you.
I got the impression that
it was
they
specifically
were almost
that one.
all going to lie.
Yeah.
And then
that one
the kid was like, wait.
Gets the number up.
First it was talk to me, and now this person.
Right. I forgot about that.
This is not right.
It's not right. They could have picked literally anybody else.
It should have been
The white girl with the nose ring in her.
It should have been the white girl with the nose ring.
Exactly. That's the most inoffensive choice.
What are her pronouns? We don't know.
I'm gonna assume. You know what?
I just want to know. I need to know.
I'm canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the gear off and go.
You know what? Cut it.
Meanwhile, Bob is alerted via telephone by the French 75 that his daughter is safe with them, but that he is about to be attacked by Lockjaw's troops. Bob struggles to remember how to react as he is too high, but manages to grab a tracking device that connects to Willa and escapes via an underground hole just as a team of soldiers raid his home. The hole is discovered by the team, and they drop a gas grenade inside. Bob manages to escape just in time, and he calls the French 75 from a payphone to ask where he's meant to rendezvous with Willa. However, he cannot remember the code phrase, and the French 75 member on the other end of the line refuses to give him any clues or answers, frustrating Bob.
Shit was so funny.
This is the scene that's being played up so much in trailers and such.
It's a good running gag.
Yeah, if you see Leo on a phone, like it's referencing this like 40-minute argument that he's having with this guy. Bob, witnessing the major police presence and military crackdown across the town, runs to the dojo of Sensei Sergio San Carlos, who is Willa's karate teacher, for help. Sergio, who is calm and collected despite Bob's frantic anxiety, takes Bob to his home where he runs a, quote, Latino Harriet Tubman situation.
When he said that at first, I just kind of was like, I thought he was talking about something else. I didn't think he really did have a Latino Harriet Tubman situation.
I thought he meant that he was just hiding the people in town because of the current ongoing raid.
No.
And he was like, because they're like raiding like chicken plants and restaurants and stuff. And I thought he was just taking those people in. No, like he has been running like a years long.
He protects people from ice
Bless.
and shit.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's so cool.
So calm, so smooth and cool. All right, Bob, let's go.
Just breathe.
Ocean
We just need
waves,
to go.
Bob. Ocean waves.
Oh.
As Bob desperately attempts to charge his cell phone, his like special cell phone from the French 75 that can't be tracked.
It's on 1G.
Yeah, it's an old 1G phone and such, yeah. So that he can call the French 75 again. Sergio introduces him to his friends and family, as well as a large group of migrants in the community that he is providing aid for. Bob, after going back and forth over the phone with a French 75 member to the point of having a breakdown, manages to speak to someone else that knew him personally 16 years ago. The character's name is Talleyrand, and he is played by musician Dijon, who verifies his identity and allows for Bob to be given the coordinates of Willa's location.
Also played up for laughs.
Yes.
Hey, Bob, look. I gotta ask you a question though. I swear
Man,
to
come on.
fucking God.
I don't remember shit. Come on.
It's so good.
No, Bob, you're going to know it. You're going to know
No,
it.
it's okay.
What's my favorite kind of pussy?
So good.
He just thinks for a second. Mexican hairless.
He's like, all right. And he like holds the phone and then goes to talk to the guy that's been arguing with Leo. And he's like, this guy is a fucking war hero. Apologize to him and mean it and give him the coordinates.
Yeah.
That was so good.
That was good. It was very good.
I did miss a lot of the scene, by the way, because I had to run to the bathroom because this is a very long movie.
Fuck, I forgot.
But the good news is, most of the scene
it was already on the
is
internet.
up on Instagram and YouTube. So I was able to catch it. Yeah, and I saw the part where Sergio's like washing his face and getting the gun from under the bed while Leo's like arguing and breaking down with the guy.
What time is it?
And it's just 8:15, Bob. It's 8:15. Yeah. Like, so I was able to see all of this, luckily. So Sergio gives Bob a rifle and explains that a group of skaters and his own karate students will escort Bob out of town via the rooftops so that he can escape the police who are raiding the building. Bob panics at the idea, but Sergio reminds him to have courage, which inspires Bob, and he runs off to follow the skaters. And a scene very reminiscent of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
This shit was tight as fuck.
I remember leaning over to you to mean like, this shit is so cool.
Yeah, you were like,
because they're just doing like flips and shit.
You're like, why are these guys so fucking cool?
Yeah,
man?
and it's like, so it's nighttime, right? And there's like riots in the streets. Like the police are fighting with protesters in the streets below. So there's like all this really cool lighting and stuff coming up off the streets.
Yeah.
While you see these like teenagers just like flipping and jumping like elegantly over rooftops to rooftop. And Leo is just like sluggishly like not able to get. It's so cool, but like it's fun.
It is fun. And those kids, they're the next generation. You know that they're being trained to just take over, like to know what to do in these situations. Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
Strike hard and fade away.
Yeah.
Sergio, meanwhile, escapes with the immigrants into an underground tunnel just before the building is raided. Now, Bob has difficulty keeping up with the skaters, who are running and leaping across the rooftops with ease, and Bob misses a jump and falls several stories to the ground, fortunately breaking his fall in a tree.
He falls 40 fucking feet. And I remember I leaned over to you and I was like, oh, he broke something. Because, like, fucking stupid. Every single time I see anybody fall from an elevated height, I'm like, if you fall over 30 feet, you're definitely going to break a fucking bone.
Well, I know he lands in a tree first. And, like, kind of, I think that's why they explain he didn't actually get that hurt. Yeah. Is like he's just hitting branches all the way down. Yeah. So after his fall, Bob is immediately tased and arrested by police, and the skaters call and inform Sergio of the incident. Fortunately, Bob does not give his real name or new identity.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows not to.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I know. But he's also really fucked up.
Yeah, fortunately, he does not forget.
Batman!
Oh, did you mention how like all of the arrests got started because of a false flag Molotov cocktail?
Oh, I left that part out. Okay, so while during the raid on the city, which is a sanctuary city, so like a lot of the residents are like upset about this. Yeah. And the military is just needlessly raiding like chicken plants and taco restaurants.
You can turn on the television and see this shit right now.
Yeah, it's almost like, and this was not filmed last month or, what the fuck, man? Yeah. Holy shit. Unreal. Like the prescience. I know. I guess it's worst case scenario, like you could have expected it. But anyway, yeah, there are protesters lined up, facing police in the streets, and one of Lockjaw's men calls in, what does he call him? Eddie Van Halen? Yeah. And so a black van pulls up behind the protesters, and a guy that's all masked up, looks like the Fox News wet dream of what Antifa looks like. Yeah. And he's wearing a Van Halen t-shirt. Comes up, lights a Molotov cocktail, throws it over the protesters' heads into the middle, and that instigates the police to come and start beating heads, basically.
And apparently, because we are filming this on, October 6th? Yeah. They're trying to send in the National Guard to one of the National Guards to Portland, Oregon. And apparently, I follow people who live in Portland and have been trying to document what it actually looks like, which is not on fire and all this other shit, right? Yeah. And apparently, the locals are dressed up like fucking hippies as they would be, in their day garb, and they have noticed that there are people who are dressed up black bloc style, trying to get them to be violent and shit. Straight up, like the depiction of false flag violence to instigate crackdowns is literally happening in Portland right now.
Multiple recorded instances of this happening, like inside agitators, like being used by authorities to escalate incidents. Yeah. But even so, like, it's not always even, insiders, like people from the police or what have you. I've been to a protest where they were three kids that were,
hey, let's fuck up stuff.
Yeah. Like, we're clearly just there to start shit, and ended up being part of a group that split off and then got the police involved. Yeah. And it was like very frustrating. It's like, you're trying to make this about you. Yeah.
Just disrupting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess to all this to say, just like be prescient of the agitators on your side, and make it known that if it's supposed to be a peaceful protest, to quiet those who want to stir the fucking pot for no reason.
And the best advice I can give to somebody is, if you find yourself at a protest like this and you get weird vibes from somebody, get away from them. Yeah. Because like, you're gonna know you're getting weird vibes. You can tell, your body knows. You can read signals that maybe you can't interpret, but you're gonna know. And if someone's getting very violent, or you can tell they want to push things forward, get away from them. And if you need to, remove yourself from the situation, because you getting hurt or arrested, isn't going to help the situation. Yeah. So just back away. Don't be part of the problem, But yeah, but it's so indicative. Like, and it's a quick scene, but it's like, we've seen this before. Oh yeah. It's on TV all the time now. Yep. So fortunately, Bob doesn't give his name or a new identity. And later, he is being seen by a nurse in the jail. And the nurse leads him to say that he is diabetic and hasn't taken his insulin. Hey, remember this if you're ever being processed by the police.
And to which you leaned over and said, I have friends in many places.
I have friends everywhere.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was, yeah.
Because I knew immediately, I'm like, oh, this lady, is in league with Sergio, essentially. Bob is then taken to a hospital room where the nurse quietly informs him that the bathroom window next door is open for him to escape from. Bob climbs to the window and finds Sergio waiting for him outside the window, along with the rifle, and they head off together towards Willa in his T-Bird, right? Is that what it was?
Who's to say?
I don't remember the car. It was a cool car, though, and they're drinking Modelo in the car. So over at the convent of nuns, Willa is crestfallen to learn that her mother gave up the French 75 to authorities years ago, a detail Bob never told her. Bob instead told her that Perfidia died a hero after being killed by Lockjaw. Elsewhere, the Christmas adventurers have learned of Lockjaw's potential daughter and of his escapades to detain her in Backtan Cross and instruct a member to kill everyone involved. Make it clean. Clean enough to eat off of. On the way to the convent, Bob and Sergio are drinking Modelos while bonding on the road, but are interrupted when a police cruiser spots Bob openly drinking a beer. Sergio instructs Bob to tuck and roll from the car after pulling away from the cruiser, and a reluctant Bob manages to escape unharmed and hotwires a modified Nissan Sentra to continue his pursuit.
Oh, yeah, you clocked the fucking make and model.
Of course. Yeah. A real car,
one of those cars, yeah.
Sergio, meanwhile, pleased with himself, dances during his DUI test by police and claims to have only had a few small beers.
Oh, did we mention that it was Modelo's they were drinking?
I did.
Okay, good. Sorry.
Oh, you were on your phone.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get the latest Warhammer tech because some guy just won the Las Vegas Open with like the fucking jankiest shit I've ever heard of.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's jank as fuck, but
It's
apparently
breaking news, but it'll be a week old by the time people hear this.
That's still big if true.
No, it happened.
Big true.
And apparently the guy who runs the list is a fucking ace, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. He's just really practiced.
All right. Lockjaw and his soldiers eventually find and raid the convent, and Lockjaw performs a paternity test on Willa. Willa realizes that he and her mother sleep together, and she and Lockjaw argue and fight as the test results develop. The test determines that Lockjaw is indeed Willa's father, much to their dismay, and Lockjaw has her taken to his vehicle after a scrabble so that he can have her killed, unable to do it himself. Are we playing daddy-daughter games? It's so fucked up.
Yeah,
that scene is so skin crawly.
It was really gross
and weird, but like, I love so much how she gets under his skin so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
She just says, "Why is your shirt so tight?" And he just blows up. Wait, it's not because I'm a homosexual.
It's because his little nipples are fucking poking out and everything. So good.
Oh my God. That scene is so good. I love how it shows how smart she is. Like, she's just putting things together right away.
Yeah. Well, she comes from a long line of revolutionaries, baby.
Yeah. Well, and Bob, Bob did a good job raising her, you can tell. But also, Lockjaw is such a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and it goes to, that's like another thing of like, you got to make fun of these dudes who think that they're like alpha male fucking big dick people. Like, you just make fun of them.
That's the thing.
Their egos are so
they
fragile.
They cannot take it.
No, they cannot.
She's been hounded her whole life by him. He's like easily disarmed and like handcuffed everybody that was protecting her. And she's herself handcuffed to a chair, threatening to kill her. And she just has to say, "Why is your shirt so tight?" And he just explodes. Like, that's all it takes, you know? Like,
I totally fucking forgot. I know a Lockjaw in real life.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know how to describe this to you.
Call him up. Let's get him on.
No, I don't want to fucking talk to this guy. I can't stand this fucking dude.
Is this somebody's dad?
No.
Oh, okay.
He looks just like Lockjaw.
Oh.
But 50 pounds heavier and no muscle. Like, the same fucking facial structure, same haircut, same shitty beliefs.
Yeah.
Same shitty attitude. Just this small, insecure little piece of shit. And the whole time seeing fucking Sean Penn embody this character, I could not stop thinking about this fucking clown. And yeah, man, if they're acting fucking big and shit, just call him a silly little dude.
Yeah.
Why are you being such a silly little goober?
I just feel like there's like a teenage girl superpower where you can just find someone's weakness and cut them.
Oh, that's true.
And I do feel like that is something I learned as a kid and have never forgotten.
I think I
don't
have
got
that
it
too.
No, I don't got it.
Dude.
No, I got it. Because people have told me, like, "You're so mean." And I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't mean to.
I've absolutely had that too. I've told you this, Jared, but there's a joke in 30 Rock where Liz Lemon, someone is Liz interprets them as bullying her, but they're really not. And instead, Liz is like, how's your parents' divorce going? And it's just like...
she's having flashbacks to her as a teenager, thinking that like all the kids were bullying her, but really she was
the asshole.
She was being so mean to everyone else that like everyone hated her and was afraid of her. I actually saw, there was like a real discussion going around about this like specific thing on Blue Sky recently about people saying this is actually really common.
It is.
For people to realize that they were the assholes and they weren't really being as bullied as as much as they remember, as much as they were bullying.
Yes. Because
and I was like, oh no.
I remember very, very loudly on the bus listening to like new metal. Let's be real, it was Korn. And
hell yeah, don't be ashamed.
I remember some kid just being like, what are you just trying to talk to me? What are you listening to? What's up? And I just was like, kill yourself, dude. Leave me alone. Like I was like the ultimate victim. That's not saying, I don't know. I'm just sharing now. I'm a little tipsy. Sometimes girls can be mean.
That's true. That's very true.
I know why we're married. I was the same way.
We're two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you too.
Should I leave? I'm always looking for a way out. I've got to be ready to drop everything in 30 seconds.
Drop of a hat. I forget. We got to rewatch Heat.
We do have to.
You should do a redo Heat.
Heat 2.
Heat 2.
My God.
That's right. We are going to do Heat 2. That's right.
We're going to do Heat 2.
But it's a prequel.
It's both.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
it jumps back and forth. Apparently.
Yeah.
I have the book behind me, and I still haven't
read it. How are they going
it.
to do that with what's his name being dead?
I don't know.
He just like
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, De Niro might be dead by the time it comes out.
Yeah.
Oh no, I love him so much. I don't even want to think about
like
that.
83, right?
I know,
He does not look good in Killers of the
him.
Flower Moon either. Yeah.
He still got it.
He still got it. He was on Kimmel just the other day.
Oh yeah, Did they air it?
When Kimmel came back, he was.
Oh, that's right.
He played,
he played a gangster. That's right. The FCC gangster.
Well, he was playing Stephen Carr or whatever, right? Yeah. Anyway,
sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I didn't mean to interject. I was just like, oh, I forgot. It's fucking this guy. I fucking can't stand this guy.
So Bob, as Willa's being put into the car, Bob comes across the convent from a distance, but sees the military is holding the nuns at gunpoint. So he is viewing Lockjaw and Willa through the scope of his rifle and takes a shot at Lockjaw. Lockjaw, unfortunately, is unharmed and enters the vehicle with Willa, and they drive off. The military, alerted by the gunfire, shoot at Bob's position, but he escapes and follows after Lockjaw. So now this is when all the car chases start. So Lockjaw meets up with Avanti Q and requests for him to kill Willa. Avanti refuses and states that he does not kill children, which is frustrating to Lockjaw. Instead, Lockjaw requests that Avanti deliver Willa to the headquarters of a far-right militia, who he will presumably arrange to murder her later. Avanti agrees and drives off with Willa. As Lockjaw drives away, the Christmas adventurer assassin catches up to Lockjaw in a blue Mustang on the road and shoots him in the face with a shotgun.
Who was that guy? He looks so familiar.
I don't know any of those actors. But I think that's kind of the point, is like they're all just kind of nondescript middle-aged white guys.
the main guy who looks like he's in his 50s, I've definitely seen him in like TV shows.
I'm sure they're
TV actor.
Professional actors that we would recognize some of their credits, but like they were just all nondescript middle manager white guys, and I'm just like, yeah, that's who these guys are, and I've met them, I've seen them, and
Hail Santa.
Yeah, man, like these are the guys that come in from corporate, that have just walk down the hall with a suit and smile and make way more money than I'll ever dream of, kind of thing. Yeah.
Were the Modelo's a mistake? I just heard you burp. I see.
I have been burping nonstop.
I've
been nonstop.
It's gonna happen, man. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, ocean waves, Will.
I'm chill. I don't know if you see me over here. I'm doing great.
Yeah, so the Christmas adventurer shoots Lockjaw. He crashes his car, and then Bob comes across Lockjaw's crash, notices that Willa is missing from the vehicle, and then drives off looking for her.
He also pokes Lockjaw in the face.
He pokes Lockjaw. He looks dead.
Yeah.
So at the militia compound, Avanti handcuffs Willa to a chair, but does not explain to anyone why they are there, and waits in his car. And after having a change of heart, unlocks Willa's cuffs and shoots and kills all of the members of the militia, but then unfortunately also dies from a gunshot in the process.
Also, I learned a new fucking racist term. with this movie.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just learning new things.
Like
today.
what? It is so fucking crazy.
That must be like a 500-year-old like
Jared, it blows my mind the level of racist terms people will come up
You
with.
know that guy though has like an encyclopedia of slurs.
He doesn't know how to add two
what did he
plus
have
two.
on his hairline damaged or something? Or
I don't. Yeah, he was a big fan of David
Leto
Ayer's
Joker.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But like, it just he said that and I was like, oh my fucking god! The level of creativity racist will go through to otherize other people is just the fucking most wild shit.
Right? Because they are just the most. Sorry, I came in so loud.
It's all good.
They're the most white bread,
Yeah.
and then they're so creative when it comes to cutting people
Being
down.
racist. Yeah.
Wow, they're so good at it.
It's crazy, dude. Like, that definitely threw me back. I was like, oh my God, I've never even thought of something like that. Like, why would you still say that? Fucking that. Even if that shit did happen, that was like hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
Come
Now,
on.
About this scene,
Yeah.
I got to be honest here.
What's up?
I didn't really understand why he had the change of heart, because I thought this was like his headquarters and like he worked for this group.
Oh no.
And it wasn't until I was reading the synopsis later that like this was a separate white militia.
If I'm not mistaken, when he was trying to pass off Willow to him, and he like refused to kill kids.
Yeah.
He's like, well, okay, take her here, and they'll do it.
Well,
I thought he was saying it was his headquarters and he was going to have another bounty hunter do it.
No.
But I was reading the synopsis later,
Lockjaw.
and they're like, no, this is a white militia compound
Yeah.
that he was at. Yeah, I didn't put that together.
Oh, that's
So
fine.
he's like, I'm not going to kill a kid, but these guys are going to do worse.
Yeah, I think that's why he goes to his car
Yeah.
and just kind of stirs, and and you can tell he's getting angrier and angrier, because I picked up that like when he grabbed his shotgun, I'm like, oh, he's going to kill everybody and let Willa go. Like I put that together right away, but I wasn't quite clear on his motivation for it. But I could tell he was just like, fuck all these guys. I'm not. This shit's like even too far for me.
Yeah.
And so he frees her.
And I mean, calling him a fucking wagon Bruno was not going to save you from the fury. Oh my God. That just threw me. That shit threw me, man.
So Willa goes and hides during the shootout. And then after everyone's dead, she runs over to Avanti's body and takes his pistol and gets the car keys.
Pulls the fucking cool ass move of wrapping her arms from her back to her front.
Yeah, decides not to do it, Vin Diesel Riddick style by going, unlocking her shoulders and doing it over her head.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I do remember that.
That movie came out like 20 years ago, and it's all I remember about it.
Wait, you're talking about Pitch Black, right?
Pitch Black, yeah.
Dude, I fucking love Pitch
I
Black.
It's a
remember,
good movie.
So good.
Dustin Fordham, shout outs if you're listening, Dustin. But I remember Dustin like explaining that movie to all of us and telling us how cool it was, and then like reenacting that scene for us.
Tight.
Do you remember him?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
We went to high school.
Yeah, we went to high school with him. You didn't.
okay.
Yeah, that's
No, I
right.
didn't.
I was like, you don't know him? I'm like, no, you were not in that group of friends.
No,
I'm sorry.
Jared, I'm so sorry.
So Willa escapes with Avanti's pistol and car and drives off down a long and narrow road filled with many anxiety-inducing hills.
Yeah.
She realizes a blue Mustang is chasing after her and stops at a particular blind summit by a large road sign, where she positions herself with the gun. The Mustang, going too fast, crashes into Willa's stopped car, and the Christmas adventurer exits the vehicle looking for her. Willa, who is hiding behind the sign with a gun drawn, yells the French 75 code phrase at the assassin. He feigns confusion just before reaching for his gun, but Willa shoots and kills him. Moments later, Bob approaches in his Nissan Sentra and manages to stop the vehicle in time. He exits the car, gun drawn, and Willa anxiously waits around the corner of the sign with her gun drawn as well. Bob calls out for her, realizing the assassin is dead, and Willa spots him and calls out the code phrase. Bob drops his gun and explains that he is her father, and the two embrace in tears. Elsewhere, Lockjaw is seen marching down the desert road defiantly, brandishing his rifle and covered in blood.
Guys, somehow Lockjaw returned.
Was our theater not really reacting the way you would expect?
Our
to
theater
this movie?
hated it.
Yeah,
I heard,
I agree.
oh, come on.
I did not
Yeah.
think our theater liked
I
the
was
movie.
gonna say, wasn't there like chuckles and shit too? I know
Yeah.
I laughed.
There had to be a few.
I liked it, but
we
yeah.
were, I think, having a ball. I didn't get the impression the rest of the theater really did.
Well, fuck them hoes.
I agree wholeheartedly, yeah, but this scene was insane.
And he's walking like he fucking...
He's doing the Vince McMahon strut down the desert highway.
Lead with shoulders, do not move your arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his whole head's covered in blood. Mm-hmm. So sometime later, Lockjaw, who is clearly had some work done, he's like missing an eye and some of his teeth, is being interviewed by the Christmas adventurers, who ask him up front about his relationship with Perfidia Beverly Hills and their daughter. Lockjaw explains that he was raped in reverse, end quote, by Perfidia, who he calls a semen demon.
He doesn't call her a semen demon.
Oh, who does?
It was the older white man.
Knowingly.
Thank you. Okay.
He was like, she was trying to steal my semen.
She stole my semen.
And they were like,
and he goes, a semen demon.
A semen demon. Okay, thank you. I couldn't remember, so I was, I'm glad you corrected me on that.
I love how he says raped in reverse. Like men cannot be raped.
No, I love this. It's so poetic, because it's like when racist white people are like, oh, you're just being racist in reverse. Yeah. And it's like, no, that's still racism, you fucking idiot. As if being racist against black people is the default kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like that's, it's so annoying. But yeah, no, I laughed, but then I was also just cringing during the scene. But like,
semen demon,
man,
I cannot believe I saw a fucking movie in 2025
that said semen demon.
Yeah, that shit was semen demon and Jungle Pussy. Really,
I enjoyed Jungle Pussy.
He told me that's her fucking artist name.
Courtney, you missed this. I'm sorry, but yeah, I got to let Will know that's her show name.
That's fucking great.
Anyway, so Lockjaw explains that he was raped in reverse by Perfidia, so that she may have a child with his genes. Lockjaw is inaugurated into the Christmas Adventurers and given a walkthrough of their offices, including his own personal corner office. He is left to enjoy the accomplishment alone as he triumphantly kicks his feet up in the air on the table and smiles, but is gassed to death via the air duct in his office and is cremated on site. Elsewhere, Bob surprises Willa with a letter from her mother he's kept hidden for years. After she reads it, the two embrace, and Willa later overhears of a protest several hours away in Oakland and leaves to join it, with Bob asking her to be careful, which she replies she won't. And then Tom Petty's American Girl plays in maybe the best use of that song in a film ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I forget, I have to talk about The Office that Lockjaw is given.
Yeah, you said you had a problem with what?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It is the most boring milquetoast middle manager ass office with the cheapest veneer ass desks and cabinets.
No decorations.
Except it has a very expensive Herman Miller chair.
Oh my!
That he props his feet up in.
I noticed it too.
Jared, hold on. So did my buddy on Blue Sky, Chris Pearson. He even named the model. I don't have it pulled up right now, but he named the model.
Jared,
if you want to look it up.
told me that you're feeling like you're on the spectrum, and brother, I have some very fucking bad news for you.
I know.
I'm going to diagnose you right here.
I know,
brother. You have autism.
I scored a 23 out of 30 on the pre-test that I took for it. So yeah, I know.
God, you clocked it too?
I did.
Well, she knows all about Herman Miller's because of me, and she sits in one because of me.
I'm so fucking glad I don't have this quirk. Thank God.
Anyway, I loved the details, I guess, of how pleased he is to be in this elite, supposedly white supremacist club, but like it just looks like the most average, like boring ass, like $40,000 a year job.
I think that speaks to way back when Irish, Italian, all of them weren't considered white. You know, they were swarthy, right?
Oh no! To me, I think it's just that they have no taste.
No. Obviously, the no decoration means no have no taste. What I'm talking about is the reason why he wants to be in this elite club is because these are the whitest of people, the purest of genes. Style thing. Yeah. And that's why they somehow have their own fucking way of figuring out if you've had an interracial relationship, a double Yankee, blind, whatever fucking thing.
Yeah, what is up with the name of the
they're racist white people.
Is that what it was? Because I thought it was like the name of the technique, but no, it was just saying like we make sure you're actually white as hell or whatever. I think is what it's implied.
And it's just like,
well, they find out that Jungle Pussy apparently gave testimony before she died,
before they killed her,
that Perfidia and he had a relationship and that he might be the father.
Yeah. But like, it just goes to show the lengths that these insecure people will go to feel like they finally
to kick you out of the racist club that they have.
That too. Yeah, the opposite of the fact, like
you're not racist enough for the racist club.
You're not racist enough for us.
If you are not as pure as the fucking driven snow that falls during Christmas, then Santa does not want to deal with you.
Hail Santa.
And what was up with the way they were talking about Avanti Q in that one scene? Remember, there's like a whole thing where they're saying like he tries to pass himself off as a Native American, but he's actually got like Hispanic, well, they say a slur, I think, but he's actually got like, Hispanic blood in him or something. And I was just like, what does any of this have to do with anything?
Well, to a racist, race is everything. You know? Like what you are is who you are.
Like that is what they're saying with that scene.
Like, okay, we're like a white supremacist organization and we are hiring a Native American and he is still not white and he's also not white enough to be a Native American. Like, I don't even know.
It was racist on multiple levels.
Racist upon racism.
Yeah.
Cut that. What I said made no sense.
It's okay. But yeah, The Office is just so boring and unimpressive, and except it has a very expensive like designer chair that he is killed in, and then like they just roll that down to the crematorium, like him in the chair, which was such a funny scene of just him. Like, I think he's still smiling.
He is.
Yeah, he's having a great time.
Yeah. And he's just like being rolled down to the incinerator and they just flip his body in there.
Get rid of this guy.
Yeah. So great.
He got reverse raped by a semen demon.
A semen demon.
Okay.
So I have a couple of questions to pose to you guys.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What do we think caused Avanti's change of heart, leading him to kill the members of the militia? Was it just that he got fed up with them? I know we kind of talked about this, but
I mean, I think one of you posed the whatchamacallit, he assumed that much worse than
right. They're going to. He doesn't want to see a child killed in the first place, I guess, is part of it too, maybe. And
he's an accessory to murder, whether or not he.
Well, he clearly has no problem killing people. It's just the children is where he draws the line. Maybe,
yes, he has a moral code, and he is not one to break it. And I guess the sitting in the car is mulling over whether or not whether or not he was going to be an accessory to murder, and also, if I'm not mistaken, 2 other guys show up after he gets back in his car. So maybe he was waiting for the rest of the group to show up so that
in one place so that he can shoot him like fish in a barrel.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
Yeah. I think that, and like he just hates the group because he clearly has an issue with, them being white supremacists. So
he did ask her, is anyone coming to get you?
Right.
And she's like, yeah, and they're going to fuck you up.
Yeah. I wonder how that tied in, because like, did that make him think like, well, if I kill these guys, she can at least get away and get rescued?
Oh yeah, I guess.
I don't know. This is just thoughts I have, but like, it's not important to the the story. But
I think that he just didn't want to be an accessory to a kid being murdered.
Yeah. Now, my big heady question here,
and
there have been people talking about this online, but and I don't. To be clear, I don't know if there is an answer. I think it's just one of those things that you can think about. But does the prologue take place in the past, or does the rest of the film take place in the future? Because there is a 16-year gap.
The prologue takes place in the past.
So
that's how I feel it.
Here's how I can explain
how I'm wrong.
Why that might be wrong. Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
After Perfidia is arrested, number one, there's immigration detention centers, and were those a thing in 2009? Probably.
Yeah.
But when they arrest her after the bank robbery goes wrong, the cops are taking selfies with her with front-facing cameras. Those were not introduced until 2010, 2009.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Shut up.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I hadn't considered that.
Nothing leads me to think that the film is taking place in the future.
Yeah.
Because it feels incredibly modern.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know. It's just one of those things, because like the work it's being adapted from jumps from the 60s and 70s to 1984.
Right.
And it itself was set 6 years prior to the release of the book. So it was already a period piece.
Yeah.
Jumping back even further. Whereas this, I think, is, the 16-year gap, there's really not a big change in much, as far as like progress of technology. Unfortunately, the politics seem to have gotten worse. Like the military has gotten tougher on immigration and such. But I know it's just one of those things where it's like, what's Paul cooking here?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. One Battle After Another is loosely based on the 1990 Thomas Pynchon novel that I mentioned called Vineland. I haven't read it myself, but I did read a brief synopsis for the episode. The book does follow some of the major plot points. For example, the two leftist activists have a child. One becomes involved with a fascist federal agent, and she turns in the other activist willingly, and her partner and child go on the run for years, only later to be tracked down by the federal agent in an increasingly fascist America. And as Kourtney can probably attest, the book makes many detours and is full of non sequiturs. That's like Thomas Pynchon's thing.
Yeah.
Some major differences, though, include that the novel is set in 1984, just before Ronald Reagan is elected, and the characters have flashbacks to their time as hippie activists in the 60s and 70s. Also, instead of the Lockjaw character, they have different names, to be clear in the book, but I'm using their movie names for shorthand. Instead of the Lockjaw character being obsessed with perfidia, it's the other way around.
I hate that.
Yeah, I'm glad they changed that. Additionally, the Lockjaw character is defeated when the government cuts funding for the war on drugs. He works for the DEA in this, not the military.
Oh, okay.
And as he is hanging from a helicopter, he attempts to commandeer the helicopter to continue pursuing Bob and Willa, but is shot down. Lastly, one major difference is that Bob and Willa's characters take refuge in a town in California that succeeded from the U.S. by a bunch of hippies, as opposed to simply a sanctuary city.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah. Okay, I just have a couple of trivia. I didn't even spoil all of this. I just had to cut a couple of these that I've already said. So the title of the film is taken from a 1969 statement from the revolutionary political group The Weather Underground that I mentioned at the very beginning.
Yes.
That was published in an issue of New Left Notes, a left-wing periodical from the Students for Democratic Society. The statement read, "From here on out, it's one battle after another, with white youth joining in the fight and taking the necessary risks. Pig America, beware. There's an army growing in your guts, and it's going to bring you down." The first and last sentences of the statement are both used in dialogue in the first act of the film.
I love that.
Yeah.
Did you know about the letter too? Was that next?
No, Perfidia's letter?
So PTA must have really went hard on the weather. Was it the Weather Underground?
The Weather Underground. Yeah, they were the inspiration for the first 75.
So PTA went pretty hard on the Weather Underground because there is a documentary on YouTube that's about, I think like a half hour long. It only has a couple thousand views. And it is Perfidia's letter.
Holy shit.
Verbatim.
Link in the description below.
Link in the description
I'll have to add
below.
that, yeah.
It starts off October 19th, 1977. This is written to a dad. "Hello from the other side of the shadows. I don't mean to shock you, but I've been contemplating writing you for a long time. Often I wake up and find it completely inexplicable how and why I am where I am today and disconnected from my family." So, yeah, he did his research.
That's wild. I mentioned before you came in, Kourtney, I was talking about how, a lot of inspiration came from the Weather Underground, which was a real, radical leftist group from the 70s. And how a lot of those people are still around and still do like talks and
wow.
Still write columns. So I mentioned this earlier, Will, but Lockjaw's second in command and chief interrogator, Danvers, is played by a non-professional actor named James Jim Ratterman.
That's so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That was me. My foot kicked it.
He is a security consultant and former Homeland Security special agent.
That is the craziest fucking thing I've heard tonight, actually.
I read multiple reviews where they were like, wow, that guy was really good at what he does. And I was like, yeah, because he did it for real.
That's crazy, man.
The code phrase used in the film, Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, Hooterville Junction, are lyrics from the Gil Scott-Heron song, "The Revolution Will Not Be Televised," which is heard in the film. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. Bob is the single white father of a mixed-race daughter and doesn't know how to do her hair, which he says explicitly at one point. Paul Thomas Anderson is the white father of a mixed-race child, and his partner, Maya Rudolph, is the mixed-race daughter of a white dad who did not know how to do her hair after her mother died when she was 7.
Yeah.
Maya Rudolph is his wife?
Do you not know? Okay, we need to talk about...
I did not know that.
We have a lot to talk about.
I love Maya Rudolph. She's
Paul Thomas Anderson is married to Maya Rudolph and himself has 4 biracial children with her.
Yeah.
And I saw so much... because he wrote this movie, okay? And I do think Leo is his self-insert.
Sure, yeah.
Man. Yeah. Reading that, like, I teared up a little bit because he clearly had Leo, like, say that from, like, knowing either himself knowing it or, like, knowing from experience. And when I found out it was Maya Rudolph's dad, like, that's wild. So did you catch the Star Wars reference in this movie, Will? It's subtle.
What was it?
So this also happens in the novel too.
Okay.
It is an intentional Star Wars spoof. The scene where Deandra reluctantly admits to Willa that her mother was a rat is staged similar to how Yoda admits in Star Wars Episode 4, Return of the Jedi. Sorry, Episode 6.
It's they only talk in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
It's Return of the Jedi. Which number is that?
That would
It's
be
6.
6. Yes.
That Anakin is Darth Vader with the firelight illuminating both characters' faces.
Oh shit!
It's cool.
Yeah.
Damn, I never would have fucking caught that.
Right. Yeah, it's a subtle one, but
That's really fucking subtle.
Isn't
but
it?
yeah.
The name perfidia is the Spanish and Italian word for perfidy, which means betrayal.
Oh shit! It was destined.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Also, I gotta say, Tiana Taylor is wearing, in a lot of her interviews, is wearing a sweater with her character on it. It is I want that sweater. It's so fucking cool. And she's so clearly in love with her character. Like,
what is she in? What is she in?
She apparently is like a musician and
Oh no shit!
There's so many musicians in this movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, she looks so familiar, but
I know. Let me pull her
can't pin
credits.
I can actually.
I know. I should have IMDb'd the shit.
I feel
but
like I
didn't.
did and I have forgotten.
Oh, word.
We have Modelos.
I can't retain that stuff, but I'll pull it up right now.
How far in are you on yours?
Half.
I'm not half yet. Sorry.
I fucking obliterated that. Well, I also have to drive home, so.
Okay, she is in the remake of White Men Can't Jump. I have not seen that though.
Oh shit! Okay.
She's in a Doja Cat video.
Mhm.
She's in the sequel Coming to America.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see that either though.
I did watch that.
Oh yeah. Okay, she's a musician. These are all her music videos here too.
Okay.
Oh, she did a music video with Missy Elliott. She did a few songs with Missy Elliott. That's really cool. Oh, she's the dancer in the Kanye video for Fade.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I feel it.
But yeah, we don't like Kanye.
I know.
That was from before he.
I know. Obviously
like-
it
that
is
was a good
because you
song.
guys wouldn't be getting so fucking excited.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, he's in the
so
Mercy.
cool.
Oh my God, he's in Mercy too.
Who is?
Tiana Taylor.
She?
Oh, sorry. Did I misgender her? Jesus Christ. I was
Cancel. Cancel.
Kanye on the brain, I think, is why too. Listen, there is a Kanye documentary out right now.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see this. I saw a clip from the other day. Did I send it to you?
Yeah, you did. What is it on?
I don't know. I think it's in
I need to
theaters.
watch it.
I think it's in theaters.
Fuck.
But like,
Oh, so is Bad Pedophile.
I don't
which we
know.
need to
Yeah, I know. I
see.
can't wait to see. We should cover that.
We
for
should
the
cover
show.
that. That's-
It's only 20 minutes long, but
I'll
like,
fucking watch
it'll
it.
probably be free on YouTube soon.
The documentary?
Which one?
Oh, by The Onion.
Bad
The
Pedophile?
20-minute? What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a Jeffrey Epstein documentary. Well,
Okay.
I think it's like half documentary, half spoof.
Fuck
But
around. Yeah.
but the Kanye one
Yeah.
it's a student who asked Kanye if he could just follow him around with a camera for a while for like a student project, and Kanye said yes for some reason. And there's so many like,
That was a really bad idea, dude.
yes, there's so many revealing things apparently in it. And like, I saw a clip where he's like explaining something crazy that he wants to do to his family, including his wife at the time, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
And she's like crying, telling him like, this isn't like you. Like, why are you doing this? And he flips the fuck out and starts screaming at her and everybody.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I
It's
know.
fun.
Like, I don't know. I just am. This is really sad. It is really sad.
It's horrible. I've been waiting for like the documentary to be like, what happened to Kanye, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Oh,
this is maybe one of several.
We'll look at it in 15 years.
Yeah.
The whole complete story.
I just don't want it to end as a tragedy, though.
I would
is
say
the thing.
it'll be after he kills himself.
That's what I don't want.
It's gonna happen, dude. That's what I'm predicting.
Yeah. Anyway, Bob/Pat is seen watching the Battle of Algiers, an iconic film about left-wing social resistance to tyranny, which was a major influence on the show Andor, as well as this film.
That's tight. I fucking love Andor.
Okay, before I get to our last, stars and the label,
Yeah.
What do we want to get into
All
here?
right, so I have one detracting thing, and even you said that you've seen some detractors on the internet get dragged for their opinion, and the person I'm going to be referencing is this YouTuber that I really enjoy. Is FD Signifier. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Okay, I've heard of him, probably from you, honestly. But yeah,
it's most likely from me. And he's like a black left wing activist, and he seems to know his shit. He's a very smart guy. I really appreciate his opinion on things. It's obviously a perspective that I do not have, and I feel like I learn a lot from him, you know. And I saw he had like a 40-minute thing about like how this movie is whack as fuck and how Paul Thomas Anderson needs to get his ass beat for the way that he depicted black women in this film.
Whoa.
And I remember watching the movie and being like, yeah, this is kind of wild, but like I perceive these activists as young and brash.
Well, is it particularly Perfidia's character?
It's Perfidia.
She's the only one shown with any...
No, it's Perfidia, Jungle Pussy, and Deandra. All three of them, and a couple other different choice things. And I'll get into it in just a second.
Okay.
Let him cook.
Yeah. So the way that I perceived these characters is they're young, they want to be revolutionaries, but they're also like addicted to the adrenaline of it. You know, like Perfidia is constantly like, let's fuck, while Pat is showing her how to set a fuse or whatever, or they're about to blow up power lines or some shit, you know. The get hard situation, which I understand you said is more like a disarming tactic, but there's some, I feel on its surface there's something else to that. And so she's shown to be like this kind of wild, free spirit person that can't act right, you know, like even her parents are like, she's
a runner.
Exactly, you know, and she is ultimately the driving force for everything that happens in the second half of the film. You know, she
it's her choice that is why everyone else is put on the path they're on.
She's a rat, so in a way she's villainous to certain aspects, especially to like all the nuns. They see her as some a force of wanting to do good, but is malevolent by nature, you know. So there's that, and also like she chooses to cheat on Leo, whether or not that's her choice. I think she does it as a survival tactic.
Yes, she's being blackmailed into being raped. I think you could argue.
I totally understand.
She's choosing to do that to save everyone else.
But it's hard to make that argument when but like 10 minutes before she's telling a guy to get hard. Once again, I understand you can be seen as a disarming tactic, but that is not how I read it. Now let's talk about Jungle Pussy. Now, clearly, the FD did not know that is her artist name. Somebody even tried to explain to him that is her artist name. But without having that context, a black woman getting up on a bunch of desks and being like, my name's Jungle Pussy. You see this? This is
what power looks like.
Exactly. And like when she said that, I thought to myself, like, okay, this is a person who, once again, comes from one of the most marginalized groups or looked down upon groups in America, being in a position of power. Like everybody is now afraid of this person because of where they're at, and they are now going to relinquish their funds to her because of the power that she has. I understand that, but also it's like tied into her sexuality, which is really weird at that point in time. So once again, this kind of ties back to these people being young and kind of horny for the activism that they're doing, you know. And it's also like, go ahead.
I think there's an argument to be made that what she's doing here is taking the power back. She lives in a society, you know, our own society that is patriarchal, and women are not supposed to use their sexual power, and that she's taking that back. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, I can understand and read that, but I guess maybe the dialogue could have been better. I don't really know. Then the Regina Hall. I get this. I fuck that up every single time because of Regina King from fucking, what was it?
Boondocks, and she's in so much stuff.
No, Regina Hall is also is what we're talking about. Regina King is from a character from No, are they not the same person? Is
They're
she
not the same person.
Fuck,
No.
are you serious?
Wait.
Oh my fucking god.
Wait, what?
You're not the voice actress for Huey and
Same person.
yeah, they're the same person.
They're the same person, yes.
That's Regina Hall.
Regina King.
Regina King.
Yes.
Regina no. hold
Regina
on.
Hall.
Is a character from fucking that show, the movie where they're the plastics and they always wear pink, right? What is
Regina Hall is in Mean Girls?
it? Yeah, right?
Is she?
Oh, I've never.
I only
wouldn't
know her from. Well, I'm so.
Regina
cut
King
that.
is the voice of Huey and
Yes, that is who I meant.
yeah, from
Okay.
Boondocks. Yeah,
I fucked
and
this
Riley.
up. I fuck this
Wait.
up every fucking time.
No, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I love her because she's in all of John Singleton's movies.
Yes, she is.
And
Yeah.
she's so funny.
Sorry, Regina Hall is from Scary Movie and Girls Trip and Law Abiding Citizen.
I do have to point out the irony, the hilariousness of the fact that we are three white people in a room discussing, black people's opinions about black characters in a movie written and directed by a white guy.
It has to be said.
No,
though.
I know. We should at least. I think it's worth discussing.
Yeah,
but like, I don't want to be.
That is the only reason why I brought this up.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm
Wait.
not trying to shut it down. I think we should still have the
I have,
conversation.
I have a point too.
Okay, but I just want to point out like how ironic it is that we're
Yeah.
doing that. I want to say I listened to a lot of different podcasts and read a lot of different reviews about this going into this movie.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was Black Men Can't Jump in Hollywood, which is a podcast I've listened to for years,
Mm-hmm.
and it is hosted by three black men, and they were like in love with Jungle Pussy's character, and they were uncomfortable saying her name at first, but then everyone started teasing Gerard, the guy that didn't want to say it at first, and he was like, Jungle, and they were like, Pussy? And he's like, yeah, Jungle P.
Jungle P.
But then they looked her up and found out that that's also her name, like her rap name and stuff.
Right.
And then they found her Instagram and they were like, whoa, hold on. I don't think we saw enough of her in this movie. Because Gerald was saying that like he thought she was being too what is it? Where she's shown too sexily, I guess, like too scantily clad kind of.
Yeah, that's what Will was saying.
Well,
Hypersexualized.
Apparently, if you go on her Instagram right now, Gerard changed his mind real quick. He's like, never mind. You see a lot more of her right now. He's like, never mind. They toned it down for the movie.
Right. Okay, yeah. All of that to say,
Yeah.
let's talk about Regina King real quick. I'm so sorry.
Who's not in this movie?
Regina King's not in this movie. Regina Hall
Read
is.
it again. Do it again.
So let's talk about Regina Hall.
Yeah, what is...
So she's Deandra, right? So
Yeah.
So when you look at
I don't know that she did anything. Oh, go ahead.
No, she didn't do anything wrong, but the way that she's depicted is a little bit weird, right? So Regina Hall's character, Deandra,
Yeah.
she is the only, according to FD,
Signifier, okay.
the only black woman who is showing competence. She's disciplined. She is shown to be competent.
Yeah.
She knows her shit. She's the one who comes and rescues Willow,
Mhm.
right?
Willow, yeah.
Willow, sorry, and she's the one that like immediately clocks the extra phone. It's okay, and realizes that this is all fucked. What happens to her? She gets caught and goes to prison, and like there's no heroics given to her. She's all of that competence just to be discarded from the film. I don't know. It's just the way, because he's very big on positive representation of black women. His wife, went and saw this movie with his wife, and they almost left. Because she was very offended by the way that black women were being depicted in this film. And so I was curious if you, being more in tune with this movie, had heard anything like that. And then same thing, you, Kourtney, were considering reading the book, and if there was any differences. And I already know that there are no black women in the book, as far as
none of the major characters in Violent.
Right,
are black.
exactly.
Yeah.
So these were all choices. And these were all choices that lay at the feet of Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that he got, it seems like he was very open to working with the actors on their characters and what they do and whatnot.
That apparently happened a lot from the interviews I've been
as you were
watching.
telling me about Benicio del Toro's character.
Yeah.
So how much of this is...
See, I think Jungle Pussy may have written some of her own monologue at the bank
I'm sure
robbery.
now that we see this, but like on its face, I can understand how people who are being depicted a certain way could not like the way that they're being depicted, if that makes sense. So I'm saying all these things just to ask, have you heard anything like this?
Yes, I read a Substack article called it was about I'm sorry, I don't remember the title. It was about the fetishization of Black women in one battle after another. It was written by a Black woman. She starts off by saying the movie was too long.
It was a long movie.
But
it did like derail my entire, like it was the center of my whole day because of how long it was and everything I had to do around it. But yeah.
Right. No, I did read that, and I do feel like that is her perspective, and I can't take away from that, and I also can't add to it. My perspective, and again, I'm, a white woman, so I don't look at the movies, and when I see a character that looks like me, I'm not thinking that is a representation of me, and that's a privilege. So I completely understand why people are feeling that way, but I feel that this movie is almost driven by those Black women and Sergio, because Leo.
Oh, is incompetent.
He's incompetent. He doesn't do anything in this entire movie. He doesn't accomplish a single
thing in the whole movie. He's just bumbling through like an idiot.
Yeah. He's just going through the movie, and everyone who is doing something is a Black woman.
Or a
Hispanic man.
Or Sergio, who we love and we stand.
So the MVP of this movie.
That was
another.
That was one of the biggest criticisms that FD was laying down, was when you look at how the French 75 were organized versus how Sergio's Hispanic Underground Railroad, it showed him to be 100% cool, calm, collected, and in control versus, smoking a joint while pregnant and shooting a fully automatic weapon, things like this. It detracted from those who looked like they were in control of the French 75. It made them look not great.
Think about it this way. I think the French 75 is ultimately a failure because they didn't focus on community. They were more focused on the destruction and making a statement and people realizing that statement. Bob didn't raise Willa to be like
that extreme. Maybe.
That extreme.
Yeah. She's not making bombs and stuff. Yeah.
My argument is that the French 75 were just kind of more violent, making that statement. But like Sergio's building a community. He's building the next generation. He has the next generation learning the ways that, maybe not his way. I guess it is his ways. His techniques, his ways to get by. They're all learning together. Whereas Bob kind of quit with Willa, and she's on her own.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I just feel like ultimately Bob is he's not the main character of the movie. He is just a stand-in for us to,
Yeah.
That is how I largely see Leonardo DiCaprio in most movies too, as a like author insert and less as a like character actor. Because I so rarely can take Leo seriously. Like he's just, if I can't insert myself into whatever character he's playing, I'm probably not going to enjoy it. But in the movies that I can, like Inception and
The Revenant.
And The Revenant, yeah. Maybe the only time I actually bought him as like a convincing character was that movie with Mark Ruffalo, Scorsese did, where he's on the island.
Shutter Island.
Oh, Shutter Island. Really?
I completely disagree. Those are my like least favorite Leo movies.
Really?
I do not like Shutter Island.
Yeah.
You didn't like The Revenant?
I thought it was fine.
Oh, dude, I fucking love. Dude, I love.
I just feel like he's doing like a.
I think Tom Hardy's acting circles around him in that movie. Is the thing, but he's a good self-insert in the movie. I'm just like, I'm following this guy along who could be like a character in a video game I'm playing as, essentially. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not actually caring about, how he's emoting or reacting to things, as long as he's like acting surprised when he needs to be surprised and like crying when he needs to cry, kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
I want you to finish that thought though. What were you saying?
I was basically just saying that Sergio is building the community that is going to lead tomorrow. Their children may be the next generation, whereas there's like a gap in Willa's like upbringing because she is from a line of revolutionaries, and Bob just kind of quits when the going gets tough. And I understand that because he's in witness protection. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's so burned out by the PTSD of what happened that he's just frying his brain.
Selfishly, he has shut himself up into his own world, whereas he is not in the community that is truly making a difference. That's just how I feel.
I guess the other thing, to your point, to add on to that, I guess, is clearly Benicio del Toro's character knows of the French 75 and could have learned from their mistakes in the 16-year gap to become more, militant,
effective,
organized.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just like on its face, these are the problems that I've heard. Yeah. You said that someone had a negative opinion on the internet, someone with a name.
It's a guy, I don't put stock into him, but I was reading about this on Reddit. But he worked for TMZ for a while. He was on the show. But he's on a movie podcast now called The Big Picture Show. And he really, really disliked Perfidia's character and said it was bad representation. But he's been getting a lot of pushback.
What is the kind of pushback that he's getting?
Let me pull it up.
I'm just curious. I don't mean to put you
have it in front of me. I was just reading it. Yeah.
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
He was saying that she's like a bad stereotype and all this stuff. But to me, I didn't take that from it. I thought she was a flawed character, but she's not shown to be bad. She's shown to be a character in a bad situation. You know, she is blackmailed and in a sense raped and is dealing with that, and then later even has postpartum depression because of it. You never hate her character. Even by the end of the movie, like Bob doesn't hate her. Her daughter doesn't hate her. You know, she's willing to accept her and wants to eventually meet her at some point. You know, that's the hope given at the end of the movie. You know, we're all given to understand that like Perfidia was put. We're all given to understand that Perfidia was put in a difficult place and made a difficult decision, and like, yeah, it's fucking sucked and got some people killed, but like, Regina Hall's character holds it against her, obviously, but Bob and Willa don't.
She kind of holds it against her, but also like,
I think
shields her.
When Willa learns about it, she's upset, but when she reads that letter, I think she's like, I want to meet my mom one day. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
she is following in her footsteps, and she doesn't even know her. You know?
Yeah. Even though she was lied to her about her in the first place, you know, I think she's coming to terms with it by the end of the movie, you know. But yeah, I just see Perfidia as a flawed character. But then I got to say, I was watching interviews around the film, and one of the major ones is where it's Tiana Taylor, Chase Infinity, and Regina Hall all giving interviews like by themselves. 3 black women in a room talking about a movie. How often does a movie have 3 black women in it at all?
Right, I understand.
And there's other characters that aren't in this room that were in this movie, you know?
Yeah.
But we also can't take away from the fact that a man and his wife saw the movie and felt so offended by it that they almost left.
And they're from the group that's being represented. And I'm not trying to bring this up to like shit on the movie, because obviously we all enjoyed the fucking movie. It's just it was a perspective that we can't give. You know,
right.
We wouldn't. I wouldn't have fucking thought about that. Yeah. I thought it was at least a interesting conversation, a perspective that we would not have had normally, that we could at least put out there and acknowledge before all saying like, yeah, fuck yeah, this movie fucking ruled. I would absolutely try to put this on my label if I had one, you know, that kind of shit.
Right.
Like, I know that's what we're all going to do, right?
Well, yeah, at the end of the year.
Not to spoil it.
I'm here to glaze the movie. I've been telling everybody they need to go see it because I want this movie to do well at the box office.
Right.
I just remembered the Substack article. It was called One Fetishization After Another.
That's really good.
It was a good title.
I'll link it in the notes of the show too.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, I can't speak on that. I can't take away from that either. It's not my perspective, but it's also those are not my eyes to view it with.
Yeah. That's such a good way of putting it. What the fuck, dude? See, wow. You don't need me on here. You don't need me.
That's not true, Will.
Just get rid of me.
Will, how many stars would you give One Bad After Another?
I mean, this is out of 5, right? It'd be 4. Because I did have a little bit of a weird feeling with the beginning of the film, with the Tiana Taylor's character.
So fast. When she said, "You just died and went to pussy heaven," I sat up. I was like, I'm in.
But
I just never hear people speak like that. I was very into it.
This is very true. But all that being said, like the way that they depicted things, oh man, I didn't even talk about how like the PTA did the same thing that what is his name did for Children of Men. Like there was so much from
I've seen a lot of this movie being compared to that.
Yeah, where it's like the people who are running the show that are in prominent roles in this revolutionary force are women of color, because oftentimes those are the people who are being overlooked by those in power, which are usually white men. Just that alone was such a constant thing being depicted on the screen that I could not ignore it, and just remind me so much of Children of Men, and who was in leading positions in the revolutionary force in order to get the pregnant woman to somewhere safe. Yeah. But yeah, I really it's great. It's a good movie. I would recommend it. I really enjoyed it. How about you? How about Kourtney? Ask Kourtney.
How many stars out of 5 would you give one battle after another?
Let me tell you real fast. I had a couple realizations through this movie. Number 1, is Paul Thomas Anderson my favorite director? Number 2, I haven't read this book. I've read other Pynchon though. Mm-hmm. Is Thomas Pynchon my favorite author? And number 3, is Benicio del Toro my favorite actor? So that's 5 out of 5 for me, baby.
Nice. I would also give it 5 stars. It is my favorite movie of the year thus far, and I don't imagine anything's going to eclipse it in the next couple of months.
Spoilers for the end of the year.
Yeah, so stay tuned for our top 10 list, because it's going to be this.
No, it's a good movie year. Let's be real. There's a lot of movies.
There's been some great movies, but this movie's going to be on the list. I mean,
maybe I have Nothing But Hate in My Heart, but Eddington is still number 1 for me.
Well, like I said earlier, this eclipsed Eddington for me because it gave me more hope. Yeah, Eddington is so cynical and despondent about like where our future's going, whereas this is like, hey man, this shit happened, all the time. It's going to keep happening.
Yeah,
and like, here's what you got to do to persevere. Like, it's going to be okay. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like, it gave me the hope I needed. It was riveting and terrifying and funny, and every emotion under the sun. Paul Thomas Anderson is so good at that, eliciting those emotions. Making this movie is kind of billed as like an action dark comedy, but that's such a weird way to sell it, honestly.
Yeah,
but like I can understand if you had to put this movie in a genre, what else can you say? Like, it's complicated, because his movies transcend genre. And all of his movies are funny, but like that is not a label you would give it.
That's not the main thing.
To me, when he's funny is the best.
Yeah,
Boogie Nights and Inherent Vice.
I remember giggling so hard throughout all of Inherent Vice, and it's such a bizarre movie. But that's a movie where I know so many of my friends, I could show that movie and they'd be stone-faced the whole movie. But like when...
Bigfoot?
Yeah, when Bigfoot... What's the actor's name? What the fuck? The guy from Dune. Josh Brolin.
Oh, okay.
When Josh Brolin kicks in his fucking door and eats all of his pot off the film canister.
I almost entered the room that way. Then I thought, wrong movie.
I think I almost like suffocated from laughing so hard at that scene. Like when he writes a scene for laughs, it just bowls me over.
PT is really good at adapting.
He's so good. So good. But yeah, this is a 5 out of 5 for me. I think it's my favorite movie of the year. Man, there was just so much to take away and so much I want to rewatch this movie like 20 times.
I know.
There's just like so much to pick up on. I know I only saw this movie once before recording this episode.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's so much more to dig into and like that I missed and that I can't wait to rewatch. Just, oh my God, there's so much to get.
I do feel like everything was purposeful.
Yeah. Oh, 1000%. And by the way, too, like we were saying with the collaboration aspect, having watched a lot of Tiana Taylor's like interviews, like I do think she may have not ad-libbed, but like rewritten some of her lines too. Because I don't see Paul Thomas Anderson writing in that voice.
Jared, it'd be great to get a nice boutique Blu-ray that has a bunch of fucking
absolutely
not a director's cut, but like a commentary track.
Yeah.
Over it to give you
with
more
the cast
insight,
and crew,
of what was going on. I'm not trying to shit on the movie, dude. That's not.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
You didn't. You didn't.
I'm not trying to be a detractor.
You like brought up a valid point.
There's no bomb in your Kia Soul when you leave. It's okay.
You know what's really fucking bad, dude? What was it? When I had like 30% of this left, I was like, what if they just drone struck your house and killed us? What if there are armed agents outside this window and I watch you get shot and then I get shot and that's my last image? Yeah, it's I go to dark places sometimes with the current fucking political climate. So you know what? There could be a bomb in my Kia Soul. I don't fucking know. I know I'm not that important.
No, they're gonna go after Hassan first. Don't worry.
Oh, I know, but then it's all over.
Yeah. So yeah, for the label.
Yeah.
I'll speak for myself first. I know I would put this on our label.
Oh yeah, this is right up our alley.
What cover? Okay, I guess it's too rote to use like a movie poster for the cover. But if I were to use one, I would use one of the. I want to use Tiana Taylor when she's pregnant firing the machine gun because it's such a crazy image.
That strikes such a fucking good pose. I remember seeing that in the trailers.
Yeah,
thinking to myself like, this movie's gonna be crazy. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but like I want to see this. I'm intrigued.
All of the emotions that image elicits are like, damn, dude. Like I posted that poster in one of our Discords with our friends, and somebody reacted like, "Holy shit, that's an image!" And I was like. Yeah, you got to see this movie.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
Wait, let me ask you guys. Yes. I'm sorry, we're like wrapping up, but I just want to talk about this movie.
Yeah, no.
Did you know when after the scene of I almost called him Bigfoot of Lockjaw and Perfidia, did you know that was his child? Because there was no question in my mind that all the times that her and Leo had like fucked.
Yeah.
And then right after that is when she gets pregnant. I was like,
is he impotent because they've had sex so much and she never got pregnant? And then the one time she had sex with Lockjaw, she's pregnant. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be this whole movie, isn't it?
Lockjaw's is so fertile.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Bitches swim.
I knew from the second she got pregnant that it was going to be like the question of the movie.
But I knew. From the get-go, I was like, oh, it's his baby.
Yeah.
I guess I'm fucking stupid because I thought the whole movie was about like this guy trying to remember all of his old revolutionary shit to get his daughter back. I had no when they introduced him, I was like, okay, he's the antagonist. Who cares? And then like when they started talking, like the second time that the Christmas people met, I was like, oh fuck. Yeah, no, that is his daughter. Whoa, what's going on? But like, it took me way too fucking long to figure that out.
I knew, first of all, it's Sean Penn. And when Sean Penn shows up, he's not just going to be in one scene. So when you see him like watching Perfidia,
I knew he's going to be
jerking off in his truck. I was like, oh God, we're going to see so much of this guy. And he sucks so bad. But he's a really funny villain.
He was a good villain. I mean, he's like just a fucking idiot. He's such a square, such a piece of shit. Like
Kourtney, I know this person in real life.
I know, and I hate him. I don't know him.
But very indicative of like how scary the military industrial complex.
Oh yeah,
these men are real.
Cops with this power now that this is what they can do. They can just find you, and you think you have rights, but no, they can circumvent them. It's like, yeah, whatever, fuck you.
They can claim that you and 10 other vehicles hit your vehicle, so they could shoot you.
Yeah, and just execute you in the street. Yeah, even though video proves otherwise, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
fucking crazy.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I would love to do so if we were to put this out on our label.
Yeah,
not just cast and crew commentary tracks, but bring in consultants.
So like when you say consulting stuff, you were talking about like maybe the inspirations for the French 75, or are you talking about like
yes, I would consultants have, like a historian on the Weather Underground to come on. I would have black culture professors come on and speak about like, yeah, here's the history of like black revolutionaries and how like Perfidia and Deandra's character like mimic characters in real life and stuff like this. Just have lots of like the Matrix did this, and I know the Matrix doesn't have any basis in reality, but they would have on like philosophy professors and stuff, and academics talk about like, okay, so you know, this topic, this thing that Morpheus has just said here, this is actually a tenet of Buddhism, you know, kind of thing, where it's like, yeah, what you think is real is just in your mind kind of thing. Like that sort of thing where you bring on people who weren't involved in the film, but can talk from an outside perspective of like what the film represents and what they think the film is trying to say.
I guess I'm a goober, man. I only think about aesthetics. Like, what kind of box can we put this shit in?
I know. I mean, that's where I'm going to as well.
I was like, dude, I've got the poster design in my head.
What is it?
It's Leo over here on the right side, Perfidia, the profile.
Yeah,
Perfidia on the left side profile. Whatchamacallit? Willa in the center, walking down the fucking
road.
The hilly road.
I love that. I was like, the road has to be in it.
Yeah, duh, dude. That's
fucking idiot.
Fucking that road does so much without saying any words. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I want to know that road's agent.
Any last tidbits before I get into my...
Oh, and it comes with a snow globe for the Christmas people. Christmas Underground.
Any last bits before I jump into my my outros here?
Hail Santa.
Hail Santa. I
can't
really
believe
did
y'all are white
enjoy.
supremacists.
I really did enjoy the banana pancake.
Oh, that was a reference to
call out
Gravity's Rainbow.
to Gravity's Rainbow,
Yeah.
which is another Thomas Pynchon novel, which is the size of War and Peace, and is kind of an obnoxious type of book that people rag about reading. Jared, you did that.
You did that.
You did that
You
to
did
me.
that.
Wrap it around the thing for me.
It's too late. We're almost
Yeah,
done.
we've got
Okay.
minutes.
Well, she was sitting here like...
That's because I
Praying
did it and you
mantising
looked
it.
at me.
I'm so sorry. You guys cracked me the fuck up, dude. Oh.
Anyway, I really enjoyed the banana call out from Gravity's Rainbow. I enjoyed that book a lot, even though it's a obnoxious type of long, infinite jest type of book.
You did slap my knee when he mentioned are these the infamous banana pancakes I've heard so much
I was
about?
so excited because that book has, like, I'm not even joking, hundreds of pages about banana pancakes and things that people make from bananas. Like, I really enjoyed that.
I realize how incredibly uncultured I am anytime I'm anywhere around you because you read so much.
Thank you for saying that. I'm a fucking idiot.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dude.
Oh, it's a book. Go figure.
It's insane. It's a book that, like, it really tries to be smart, and it is all about, like, physics and theory and math, but it's so stupid at the same time. It's all about dick jokes, and it's so wild. That's Pynchon, though. That's just what he does, and I really do like him as an author, although he's a hard read. He's a dense read.
Yeah.
Literally the last thing that I read was Absolute Evil, which is the DC run of who's in charge of the new Absolute universe. And I only picked it up because Green Arrow is going after Absolute Jeffrey Epstein. And I was like, I have to know what the fuck goes on. I'm not going to give you spoilers. That is not what is in that fucking book. But it was a great read.
Well, let me tell you
But it's
about the
also a
dichotomy of man. Yeah, I've read these books, but I'm also really excited about this DC run that's coming out with AEW characters.
Oh,
I
didn't
can't
know about
fucking
this.
wait.
I didn't know that. That's
Yes.
crazy.
Oh.
Congrats, really moving up in the world.
They are.
Are they going to fight Batman? Oh,
They are.
Oh, wait, are you serious?
Well, I think they might be teaming up with Batman.
Oh, that's tight.
wow.
Oh, do they fight Bane?
Listen, there's this one guy, this wrestler named Christian Cage. Actually, you probably know him. Christian from WWF, Christian and Edge.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, my
he's
God.
in AEW now.
I haven't thought about that guy in forever.
And his shtick is that, like, he calls people's dads dead. He'll be like, so I heard you have a father. And that father is dead. And it's like, I would pay money for him to call my dad dead.
You really do that with cameos. Is he gonna? I hope he's in there, and he tells Batman his parents are.
That's
dead.
everyone is saying, like, oh, this is the ultimate. Like, you've got to take it. Take the shot.
I would buy that.
Yes.
Just for the joke. That's so good.
Yes. So we're really hoping for that.
That's fantastic. I'm so sorry.
Well, as a gift to you, dear listener, for making it this far into the episode, please allow me to give you some unsolicited advice. The correct order of your daily dental care routine should be rinse, brush, floss. Again, that's rinse, brush, floss. Additionally, mouthwash is not necessarily required, as rinsing with water is also effective at dislodging food particles. If you do prefer mouthwash, though, buy one without alcohol, as the alcohol will dry out your gums. And I also find that to be the unpleasant part of mouthwash. With a mouthwash that contains fluoride, you may rinse as the last step instead of the first. It's also important not to eat or drink anything for about an hour after you brush so that the fluoride remains on your teeth. Dun, 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 dun.
I really could have used those tips and also been motivated to brush my teeth when I was a teenager.
Let me tell you something.
Reaping the rewards now.
Really fast. I heard someone on a podcast recently say, death creeps in from your gums, and I have brushed my teeth every night since hearing that.
Damn.
That's a statement.
Take brushing my teeth very seriously because I have only seen a dentist for about 2 years of my entire life. And it was between 17 and 19.
That's the other one.
Yeah.
That shit is expensive. Dental care is fucking expensive.
No, my dad has, as he says, bought his dentist a boat at this point.
Yeah, I'm about to buy my fucking dentist.
Yeah, so I'm trying to take care of my teeth is the thing. Yeah. Well, folks, tell a friend about this show. If you have any questions or comments, please email us at debaserpod@gmail.com. That's been our show. Thank you for listening to Debaser. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to us on your podcast app and follow us on social media by searching for @DebaserPod. Our guest today, who I did not mention at the beginning because she slipped in a little later, was Kourtney.
Hey.
Kourtney, where can people find you, and do you have anything to plug?
Don't find me? No.
All right. Fair enough. Do you want to plug that AEW DC Comics crossover?
I don't know the title.
Oh, well, that's okay. People can Google it.
Oh, wait. No, I do have a plug. I was on Collision last weekend.
Hell yeah, you were. In person at the Lakeland Civic Center, or as it's called now, the RP Funding Center.
What is it?
Third row, baby. I was on wrestling.
It was AEW's Wednesday night show? Saturday night show. My apologies. Saturday night's all right for a fight. I forgot that's the theme song. My wonderful co-host is Will. Will, where can people find you? And do you have anything to plug?
You can find me at pocket_infinity on Instagram, and Will Switch engage on Blue Sky. I'm so glad you know my handle more than I actually tried to Google AEW and DC crossover to find the title, and I could not find it fast enough. I'm so fucking sorry. Things to plug, things that I'm doing. By the time this comes out, I should be either getting done or have been done with my current work project, which I will be posting pictures up on Instagram and Blue Sky. It's a cool thing. It's the Terrain Forward Tomb World for our Kill Team release. It's a bunch of I don't even know how to describe it. It's cool. Fuck you. I hope you look at it.
I'm gonna look at it with my eyes.
There you go.
Aggressive.
I know. And then whatchamacallit, I'll be at the Grand Narrative in Atlanta in November, the first week of November. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be dressed up like a goofy person. I'm hoping I can get my costume done before then. And
at least you're not going too far this time too.
No, yeah. And I'm driving up there with like all the terrain that I'm doing.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
so like I can leave whenever I want to.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's it. That's all I got going on. I work 30 hours a week on fucking walls. It's driving me crazy. My back hurts.
Oh yeah. I'll do a plug.
Yeah, what you got?
I put this in the show notes, but I don't know how often everyone reads those. But let me plug 2 different shows I'm on. One is Reno Championship Wrestling, which is by my brother-in-law Kyle Brown. It is a scripted wrestling podcast. It's very funny. Please go check it out. The first season is finished, so the whole thing is out there for free. Go check it out wherever you get podcasts. And the other show I'm working on right now is Spellbound and Gagged by Ellen Weatherford. I am a editor on that show. Go check it out. My episode is coming out soonish.
Hell yeah.
I don't have a date, but it'll be this month. And I talk about dark patterns in video games. It is a wild topic. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you were telling me bits and pieces about this, about like what video game developers are either
how they manipulate you.
Forced to, or by purpose of, put these things in to manipulate you to continue playing the game, which is crazy.
It is a crazy topic. We were supposed to only talk for like 45 minutes to an hour. We ended up talking for over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the episode is going to be all 2 hours of that.
Yeah.
But it was a really fun time, and I had a really good time editing it too. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. But check out all the other episodes too while you're waiting for it.
I'm so fucking sorry.
It's okay, I'll edit it. You're just giving me more to edit. It's fine. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Debaser, a film podcast, is hosted and produced by Will Taylor and Jared Rusk. The show is mixed and edited by Jared Rusk. The theme song is also by Jared Rusk. The cover art is by Dog Bites Back on Instagram. Special thanks to Haley and Kourtney for their love and understanding. Check out debaserpod.com for links to all of our episodes and to find us on social media like Blue Sky, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you for listening, and take care of each other.